We're back. We're here again. Are you feeling like me today, Bethany, happy and sad that it's our last day? I'm kind of
It's
sad.
a little bittersweet. It is. It's a
Yeah.
little bittersweet. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
I'm a
this has
little
been a
sad.
lot of fun, but I'm ready for a long nap.
Yes, I'm ready for. I was telling one of our employees I was chatting with this morning while I was working before we came in here, and I was like, she was like, "Great job, you and Bethany have done such a good job," which is very sweet. And then I'm like, "Yeah, I'm going to sleep a lot this weekend. I think I'm going to sleep a lot." But
I
anyway,
know, I know. It's fun, but it is a lot of work. And we hope that you guys have really enjoyed all of the hard work we've put into planning this event, bringing in some of the top educators and brands in the industry to give you guys some really helpful information and also learn about our Caterpillar products along the way. So this is exactly kind of what I envisioned and hoped it would be. And I hope that is exactly what you guys were hoping to get out of it. I had someone message me the other day. I sent it to our team, and she said, I'm in a place where I have to care for my, disabled son 24/7, and I don't get out to go to the expos or take a sewing class in my community or anything like that. So getting to do things like this virtually is the only way she can really connect with the community. And she said, I know you made this because you work with Caterpillar, and I know you made this for everybody, but I feel like you made it for me. And that really touched me. My whole point with this was to bring creativity and community together so that no matter where you were in life or in your sewing journey or in your crafting journey, that you got something out of it and resonated with this event at some point. And if you did, then I feel like I did my job.
You have done more than your job on this, Bethany. It's been fantastic. And we've had such a great time, and welcome to everybody who's here this morning already. When I got here and I started setting the studio up this morning, I was so like heartwarmed that people were already here. They were already chatting. They were already answering questions. Thanks, Keisha Parker. It's been so fun, and it's been so heartwarming, and there's been so much great stuff happening. The messages that we're getting, the comments that we're seeing, we are so grateful for you guys all to have joined us. And guys, we're going to do it all again this summer. So
I was about to say, I have a waiting list of brands and educators that have already reached out to me saying, how can I participate in the next event? So it's just going to keep getting better and better. So we'll see you back here doing this exact same thing, but a little different in the sense of we'll probably have more people joining us in June. So we're really excited about that. So as soon as this one ends, I told my team, I said, we can have a week where we don't talk about a virtual event. And then we're going to start planning the next one and diving into it. But we really are excited about what we've created. I do feel like it's something very unique that you don't see in our community. And if you guys keep loving it, we're going to keep doing it. So
yeah, I think Bethany's lying a little bit. She's going to start talking to us about it on Monday. She's lying. She's lying a little bit, but that's okay. Yeah, we're so excited. We also would love to hear from you guys. What kind of things you would like to see on our events? If there's certain projects, certain types of projects, other kinds of crafts, because Caterpillar products are so great. They work with more than just sewing and quilting. So we would love to hear anything you guys might want to learn. We'll be happy to go out and scope it out and find people or learn it ourselves or learn it with you or things like that.
You follow that you feel like would be a great presenter for something. So a great way to share that information with us is to go join our Facebook group, the Caterpillar Creations Hub. Nathan, can you pop that little banner up on the screen? The Caterpillar Creations Hub. It's a private Facebook group. Just go search for it on Facebook and request to join. As soon as the live is over, I'll go approve everybody to join. But it's a fun group. There we go. Caterpillar Creations Hub Facebook group. It is a fun group of people just like yourself where they share what they're making. They're excited about the products they just got. Maybe they have questions. We share anything that's going on, like our upcoming lives or anything like that. It's a fun community where we can actually get to talk to you in a very easy way. Yes. And so that would be a great place to share feedback. Maybe I'll do a post over the weekend in there asking for people to comment with any feedback or suggestions that we could do for the next event. Because again, we do this for you guys. Anyways.
Yeah, we're so excited. We're going to be bringing you more Caterpillar products. We're going to be showing you some new bundles today. Guys, this is the last day of the event. Remember, the coupon codes are live. We have a 15% off coupon code for everything Caterpillar on our website. Everything Caterpillar. Use the code March Live, you guys, because this is the last day. So use that. Also, you can still sign up for your VIP. You can still sign up for
it's
VIP.
Not too late.
So do that. If you sign up for the VIP, you're going to get your 20% coupon back in your email right away. There have been a lot of questions about the coupons, and we talk about stacking discounts and things like that. I just want to be really clear, hopefully, about how this all works. There are products that are already discounted on our website. And at the end of today, we're going to go through and detail all of that stuff. But there's products already discounted. And usually it's an either or situation with us. Usually either there's a discount or there's a coupon code. But during this event, you can use both things. You cannot use more than one coupon code.
Yeah. Our system doesn't allow us to stack codes.
The system doesn't work that way, but you can stack your coupon code with what's already discounted to increase your discount.
That's how we get it in there for you.
That's how we get around the system a little bit. So make sure you go to the website. Make sure you check out all the bundles. That's where you're going to have additional savings, and then use your coupon codes. Plus, we've got lots of stuff on sale we've been talking about the last couple of days, and we're going to go through all of those again later. So you want to stick around for all of that towards the end of the event today. So make sure you do that. We're just so excited. And I'm so sad that this is the last day a little bit.
I know. And hey, if you were tuning in and you haven't shared this event with a friend, a fellow sewist or crafter or quilter or whoever that you feel like would really benefit from seeing what we have in store today, just at the bottom of the screen on the video, just hit share, text it to a friend, post it on your social media. We want to have as many people watching today as possible. It's Friday. What a great way to wrap up a week. Melody and I do a live sew along or craft along every Friday. Yes. So instead of doing that this week, we're doing this, but we'll be back next Friday. So again, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Yeah,
we're going to have fun next Friday. Next Friday, we are starting our block of the month projects with our laser cut quilts that we're going to show you guys. So come back next Friday because that will be so fun.
I really don't know how I have not already started making that because it is so cute. But when we got them, I said, okay, I'm going to wait until we do it together live. But I really want to break into it so bad.
I know. I tell you, I do too. It's sitting in my office right now. And I look at it all the time and I'm like, I need to go play with this thing, but I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait so we can do it together. I'm going to wait.
We're going to do it together. Hey, don't forget to get your background fabric for your.
I do need to get that. I still need to get that.
Yeah. I have a whole vault of stuff over here that I'm going to use. So
anyway. I don't have that much stuff, but now I have an excuse to go buy fabric, and that's never a bad thing.
And there's some really good fabric shops, by the way, in Salt Lake City where you are. So if you need a recommendation, I will help you out.
There are a lot of really good ones. Yes.
Lindell says, which laser cut quilt kit should we order? It's up to you. But we'll put a link to all of our laser cut quilt kits available on our website, or you can go to our website, caterpillar.com, and just search in the search bar, laser cut quilt kits. But there's a lot to choose from. There's like some quick wall hanging projects. There's some bigger projects, but there's two that are like built as blocks. And there's 12 blocks in it. And there's two. Melody is doing the one that has the cute little campers, the little like travel campers. And there's one for each season. And then I'm doing the one that's like the batiks with all the floral and it's very bright, bold colors. So we're going to be doing two different ones along with you. So you can see both of them, but they also have smaller projects. And I have some of the smaller ones too, to do as well. Joyce says she loves the zebra and the bicycle. I do too, Joyce. I mean, they're so cute. If you haven't seen our laser cut quilts, they're amazing. We actually had the company Laser Cut Quilt Kits on a live with us not that long ago.
It wasn't. Yeah.
And so you can go back to our YouTube channel and rewatch that to learn about laser cut quilt kits and check those out. And they're amazing. And they work so well with our products too.
And when they were here in the studio, they were here at the offices, and it was I had no idea. Like I knew of them, but I had never I didn't and felt and seen and did it in action. And when they showed how easy it was to do with our stuff, I just blown away. So
Jana said she bought the floral one too. So Jana, you and I can sew up the same thing together. And then I know some other people bought the camper one, so you can sew it up with Melody, but we're going to be doing them together starting next Friday, and then one Friday a month. It may not be the same Friday every month because of our schedules, but whenever we're both
we're both here
live, because we both travel a lot for stuff. So when we're both available that Friday each month, then we will jump on and do the block of the month and just keep doing them with you guys. It'll be fun. And yes, the garden party. That's the one that I'm doing.
Yes, that's the one that Bethany has. Yes. And I have the campers, which are so cute,
Right.
which is so funny. It's so funny that I wanted that one so badly because like, I don't camp. I'm not an outdoor girl. I don't do that.
Well, but I used to have a camper and I call it
cute.
glamping. And I was like, you wanted that one? I was like, well, I actually really want the floral one. So it actually,
I know it was weird for us, but anyway, we digress. But yes, so check out the laser cut quilts on the site as well, because they're all there and they're fantastic. And it's so great to get stuff done really quickly. And we'll talk about that more next Friday. But yeah, every Friday we have some sort of sew along or craft along. So join us for that. But then all of the videos also, if you want to go back and watch any of them, they're all on our website. So they're all on YouTube, not on our website. They're on YouTube, so that you can go catch up for anything that you may have missed that we've been doing, because we've been having so much fun.
I know. It's been great. Real quick, I feel like now that everybody's got their caffeine ready to get going, make sure you have your pen and paper to take notes. We have two presenters today. We have Michelle with Eliso irons, which I have my Elisos sitting here with me. I have both my little one and my big one and all of my other accessories. I'm a big fan. I've been working with them for years. So we're going to have her come on and share some really cool information with us. And then she's got a really fun bundle giveaway for you all that are VIPs. And then we have Becky with Legit Kits that's going to be doing a good overview of what is Legit Kits, how do their kits work, if you've never done foundation paper piecing, why their kits truly set you up for success. They have some impressive designs, which you'll see. I mean, she brought so many quilts to show you guys. So you'll love that. And then Legit Kits has been amazing for us. We've been working with them for years in so many different ways. And we're so proud of them and their business and all that they're doing. And they've been supportive of us. So they actually donated not one, not two, but 3 kits to give away.
3 prizes, guys.
I mean, and this is what I was telling you the last 2 days. I wish I could win one of these because I've always wanted to make a Legit Kit. And I've been eyeballing them for years. And after talking to Becky, I'm like, I've got to get one. They both Eliso and Legit Kits have some special discount codes for you guys today as well. So to be able to get a good deal on their products. So lots to come. I told you we were going out with a bang this week.
We are. Guys, make sure you stick around all day because we're going to do those giveaways at the end of the day. And I've been across from Legit Kits at some of the shows that I've been out for the last few years. And every time I stare at them all day, I'm like, I need to do that. I need to get one. But I'm so intimidated by it. But Becky's going to show us how to do it. So
their educators are amazing.
They're so great.
One of them, I've met a few of them, but everyone I've met is so knowledgeable, so easy to like learn from. Like they're so approachable. They're trained, certified educators for Legit Kits. That's what they do.
They're amazing.
So they are wonderful. And so you're going to see that with Becky today. She's local to the Salt Lake City area. But I've worked with several of the other ones and met them, and they're all so great.
So for those of you who haven't heard of them or wait, you're going to be amazed. Like wait till you see what they can do with fabric. It blows my mind.
It's like paint by numbers.
Sort of.
It's the foundation paper piecing that we've been doing and talking about earlier this week, like with Missy and stuff like that. But on a much larger scale, right?
Yeah.
And very detailed.
And Mike who created and started Legit Kits is an artist, and he's also a traveling or he was a traveling medical he was a nurse. I can't remember exactly, but we got to sing karaoke with him one time at a quilt show. He's the best guy, and
he has so much energy.
It was he's so awesome, and the way that he's been able to turn these designs into quilts is phenomenal. I just want to answer a quick question that I saw scroll through. They asked if we were going to be at the Sewing and Quilting Expo in Raleigh at the beginning of May. And I just want to say, yes, we will be there. Keisha will be there. Bonnie, so thank you for that question. Come see her at the booth in Raleigh, North Carolina. I think it's the first weekend of May. So it's coming up
soon.
Someone
asked, wasn't Legit Kids on Shark Tank? Yes, they were.
Yes, they were
on Shark Tank.
Yes,
they're doing some amazing things. They're making a big footprint for themselves in this community. We're really proud of them, and
they're awesome.
And they're just great people. So
pediatric nurse. Thank you, Sandra. I knew it was that, and I forgot which kind of nurse he was, and then I felt really bad that I even said it because he's just the greatest guy. And Chuck, if you guys go to the shows and talk to Chuck, they're great. Anyway, they'll be here later today. So make sure you stick around from that. Stick around through that whole thing because we'll be back at the end after Legit Kits. We'll talk about our specials. That's when we're going to be giving away some stuff. So
they were on Shark Tank and they ate the sharks alive. I love it. They were great.
Yeah, I think get your you can I think you can still catch that. You can still find it online. He did a great job on Shark Tank.
Oh, yeah,
but guys, get your fingers ready. We're gonna do I think we need to spin to win before we get all the way started here. So we're gonna ask a question. Get ready to pop comments in the chat there so that can
Melanie,
give stuff away.
I updated this.
Oh no, Bethany's going rogue.
So we're in for some good treats today. I mean, they've all been good, but we're in for some good ones.
Yeah. So when we call out the winner, make sure to write my name, melody@caterpillar.com. That is where you're going to send your information so we can send the prize. I think Bethany just did something rogue. What'd you land on?
Well, I may have repeated some of the things that we haven't landed on before so that we can give them away today.
Okay.
So some of these things are on here a few times.
All right.
So today, the first spin to win giveaway is going to be a mini Elite glow board.
Oh my gosh. That's a huge deal. I just had mine.
Mini Elite glow board.
I know. I just had it. Bethany, how does your studio look? Because this place is like everything is everywhere. I just had the mini
all you need to see is right here. All you need to see is right here. Don't ask to peek behind the curtain because it's a little crazy.
Let's take it off of this area because
if you could see the pile of cords on my floor over here, it would be insane.
Yeah, it's here. I seriously had it in my hand like 20 minutes ago and I saw it somewhere, but so the Glow Elite Mini is one of our newer ones. It's so tiny. It's 9x12. It's so cute. You can throw it. I can throw it in my purse.
It fits in your backpack. If you've got a backpack or a laptop case, it'll fit in that.
Yeah.
It's great on the go. I take it to my sewing club every month when we meet up because I do a lot of foundation paper piecing.
I had it.
And I literally just sit it in my lap while I'm sewing so I can sew and then cut and trim and then everything. So it's amazing. So we're giving away a light board today. And if you could just put the number 1. Just put the number 1 in the chat if you would like to win this Glow Elite Mini light board. And we'll pick a random winner. So put a number 1. We'll give you a minute to do so. You can put it in there as many times as you want. You don't have to comment just one time. Throw them in there, and then we'll scroll through all the comments, and we'll give one away. And then, Melody, you're going to do a quick overview of our new bundles and with our boards.
Yeah.
Before we have Michelle join us for her presentation.
If you win the mini, go find the tote bag because look how cute that is for it. Whoa! So
and you know what else fits in that tote bag?
The mini flip and fold.
The mini flip and fold, the 36 flip and fold. So they all fit together for the perfect on the go crafty station.
Okay, Nathan is scrolling through. Nathan is going to pick a winner.
Woo!
3, 2, 1. Laurie
Stricker.
Yay, Laurie. Thank you so much. We're glad you're here, Laurie. We're so excited that you won. So send me an email to melody@caterpillar.com, MELODEE@caterpillar with an AR.com. Give me your name and your shipping address, and please remind me what you won. Bethany's gone rogue these few days and spun so many times that I will not remember what you won. So make sure you let me know that you won the mini light board on day 3.
But I don't have your email, so you've got to email us.
You've got to email us. You've got to email us.
Yeah.
So
but I did write it down. So.
I'm going to just show you guys a couple of bundles here really quick. We've got about 10 minutes before Eliso, Michelle comes on.
I'm going to hop off so you can show that, and then I'll come back on in a second.
You what, Bethany? Oh, there we go. Okay. Hi, guys. So pop any questions you guys might have about anything that's been going on. We've got a lot of information these 3 days. So make sure you pop any questions you might have in the comments there, and I'll do my best to answer them as we go along. So we introduced our brand new LED light boards on day 1. Our brand new, I have them right here. These I have. Our brand new Glow Premium 2 and our brand new Glow Classic. Both of these are so fantastic, guys. We're so very excited about them. They are built a little bit differently than our original light boards. Our original light boards are fantastic. These are built a little different in that they have a casing around them. So they are not just laminated together. They have like an iPad casing sort of on it. I'm not sure if I can say that because it's copyrighted, but that's okay. And they also have 4 levels of light instead of 3. They've got, which is really, oh my God, I like it so bright. Like it almost hurts my eyes. So you can dim it down if you need to. The cutting mats that come with the new ones are bigger. So they cover the entire board. They are all textured on the back like our current cutting mats are. They also have a texture on the top, which will help keep your fabric from slipping, which I drop. So when you're cutting your fabric on here, it'll keep it from slipping because it's got this extra texture on the top, which is so great. They also have magnetic pieces built in. Jack made us this cute little transparency. So everywhere you see these little metal pieces, this is where all of the magnets are. So it's not just around the edges. It's not just in the middle. Every single one of these spots has a magnetic plate built in. So you can hold your projects down while you're working on them. It's especially good if you're working on like paint by numbers or diamond art or anything like that. It'll hold it all down. It's great when you're doing your pattern tracing because inevitably you get called away while you're trying to do your crafting and you have to go answer the door or something, or Amazon's there. You got to go whatever. So everything will stay in place with your magnets. So as we've mentioned several times, if you go to our website and you look for the bundles, that's where you get the best deals on products all the time. And during our event, you can get the discount on the bundles that are already there, but you can also use your coupon code. So you're kind of getting double whammy on discounts for our event. And today's the last day. So I wanted to show you the 2 new bundles with the 2 new boards that we've got going on. So I'm going to first show you I'm going to get this one out of the way so I don't get confused. We have a bestseller bundle that includes our new Glow Premium 2. So when you go to the website, make sure you look for new bestseller bundle because we have a bestseller bundle also on the website that's got our old premium in it, but our new one has our Glow Premium 2 with all the updated features. So what is included in the bestseller bundle? Let me tell you all of our best products. So it is the Glow Premium 2 with all those updated features. It also includes our tempered glass mat. So the tempered glass mat, you can swap out your cutting mat for your tempered glass mat. It's a great general crafting mat. It's treated and tempered, and you can do paints and inks and glues and all that stuff on it, but you can also, it will take the heat of an iron. So you iron your applique on here, you press open your seams on here. When you're working on your foundation paper piecing, you can use this right next to you and do all the ironing right on top of here so that you can see through it. So that's included in this bundle. The other thing included in the bundle is our Glow Tote. So all of your stuff can fit inside your Glow Tote all at once. It's got a really deep pocket. This is where you'll put your light board and your cutting mat. You've got your front pocket here for your patterns or the projects that you're working on. I like to keep everything together when I'm working on a project. I can keep the patterns and the fabrics and my rotary cutters and everything all right in there so I can just take it with me. If I need to go somewhere, I can pull it out and use it. You've got your pocket here for your power cords. We also added a little tabby on the front. So that little tab right there, you can slide it on a rolly cart or a suitcase. There it is. If you're traveling with it so that you can, if you run out of arms, because when you're going to your sewing clubs or your classes or anything like that, you're bringing in a lot of stuff, so you can slide that on. Anyway, it comes with the shoulder strap as well as briefcase handles. Now, it also includes our flex light, you guys. This is our sewing machine light that is flexible, so you can point it wherever you might need the extra light. It will. It has multiple levels of light as well, 3 different levels of light. And you can take it, the little cradle part here stays on your sewing machine with a little piece of Velcro. This is rechargeable. So you don't have to have an extra cord in the way. You can go charge it up and then you can slide it where you need it on your machine. And you can, I always have it pointed at my needle because when I'm threading my needle, I can never see it. So I always need extra there. So that's what this bundle includes. Glow Premium 2, tempered glass mat, glow tote, and our flex sewing machine light. It is on sale right now on our website. So you can use your coupon code in addition to the discount that's already there. So Glow Premium 2, tempered glass, glow tote to keep everything in, and flex light. Best seller bundle, new. Make sure you look for the one that says new. That includes the new Premium 2 light board. The what? Oh yeah. So again, this one is built a little bit different. So you've got this full molded base all around it. So it's nice and sturdy, guys. And it's super lightweight. Doesn't weigh that much. You can take it with you anywhere. So this is our bestseller bundle. So go find that new bestseller bundle that includes the Premium 2. Now, we also have a lot of sewers here that may not be quilters. Oh, sorry. Yes, that's a very good question, Savannah. Thank you so much for that. The battery, once it's charged, there's a little indicator light that changes from red to green. Then you will have up to 4 hours on high. So it's so great for classes. It's so great for retreats. You can, if you use it on the lower settings, it'll last longer than 4 hours. So it'll last even longer. But I rarely have to charge mine. It's just always in my bag and I just pull it up and use it. But it is so fantastic. Okay. So we have one other bundle that we created a sewing bundle, originally partly because of me. I do quilt now, but originally when I started sewing, I was a garment sewer. I would make wedding dresses and prom dresses and Halloween costumes and clothes for my kids and all that stuff. My husband doesn't let me do it anymore because I procrastinate a little bit. And I get really cranky when I procrastinate and I'm on a deadline. So I don't do it very often anymore, but we created a sewing bundle. So that bundle includes the Glow Classic. So this Glow Classic has all the features that the Glow Premium 2 has, except for the rechargeable battery. This one needs to be plugged in all the time to work, but it has all of the same levels of light. It has the metallic pieces in it, so it can be magnetic. It has the new dual grip cutting mat, and it's got the molded base. This bundle also includes that flex light that I just showed you, because if you're a sewist, you use your sewing machine all the time. But the other thing that it includes is our 48 flip and fold, our big flip and fold mat, because I made Halloween costumes last year with this for my grandson. I was able to lay this out on my living room floor on the carpet and cut things out on it and not cut my carpet up. Any of you that have done garment sewing know that you lay those patterns out on your carpet and you're always pinning them to the carpet, or you're cutting them with your scissors on the carpet. With the flip and fold, that doesn't happen. This is several sizes of cutting mats all in one. You have your 11 by 17 here, so you can cut on this size. Then if you need a little bit more space, you can open it up, and it is your 17 by 24. Then if you need a little bit more space, you can flip that over and you can open it up, and it is 17 by 48. Make sure that your little puzzle pieces are snapped together. And once they're snapped together, it stays nice and flat and you can cut all the way across the surface. Then it will open up one more time, and it is 36 by 48, you guys. You can use this on the kitchen table, on the dining room table. You can use this on the carpet, and you can pin your fabrics, and you can cut your fabrics, and you can do all of that right on this. And then when you don't need it anymore, you can put it away. You don't have to lean it against the wall. You can fold that puppy up and you can stick it on your shelf. So we have the Sewist bundle is on sale, and then you can use your coupon code as well. The Sewist bundle includes the Flip and Fold 48. It also includes the brand new Glow Classic, and it also includes the Flex cutting mat. Fantastic bundles, you guys. Bethany, I'm bringing all the new light boards home and all the bundles home.
I know. They're great. And we truly have set you guys up for success with these bundles. So if you have any questions about any of these bundles or the products that are in them, please do not hesitate to put those questions in the chat. I'm making note of all of them so that at the end of our day, like we did yesterday, Melody and I stayed on a little extra time to answer your questions. We want you to feel confident when making your purchase and taking advantage of these discounts that we're offering. So if you get confused about any of it, leave a question in the chat. We will answer it today. Don't worry.
Yes, we promise.
And we're here to
yeah,
help
so
you.
stick around. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll be back a little later today.
Yeah.
And we're super excited. So Bonnie, the Classic is not wireless. I just saw that quick question. The Classic is not wireless. The Premium is wireless. The Classic needs to be plugged in. And there's another question about the flip and fold mat. There is not any challenges with the seams using your rotary cutter with the seams as long as your puzzle pieces are snapped. Make sure your puzzle pieces are snapped and you're on a flat surface and you are totally good to go.
It's
like I said, I cut on my carpet.
Yeah. It's a valid question because I've had mats that fold up before and you go over that little seam and you get a gap in your cut and you get a miscut. That does not happen with how these are created. Right. And I mean that because I use mine all the time. I have both the 48 and the 36 and I use them all the time.
So and Linda's question was about tracing on the glass portion. Yes, you can trace on the glass portion. The best thing about tracing on the glass portion of it is if you get your ink on it, you can clean it up so easily because it doesn't scratch. It's super easy to clean. The grid is screen printed on the underside of it so that that's not going to scrape off. If you get any fusible or glue or paint or anything stuck on the top of that tempered glass, you just use a razor blade and scrape it off and it will not scratch it.
I love using that when I'm doing anything with hot glue because my hot glue gun always drips. Yeah. And it can drip right onto that glass and then it just pops right off.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So easy.
The Sewist, it's called Sewist Bundle, new Sewist Bundle.
Mm-hmm. I can link it in a second if you can't find it, Nathan. I don't mind. Because it is time to introduce our next presenter.
Yep. Okay. I will see you guys later.
All right. See you, Melody. All right, guys. So we are excited to start our day with Melody and these new bundles. I know you have lots of questions about it, so please keep putting those in the chat. I will answer them or make note of them, and we'll answer them later on the live when Melody comes back to join us. But now we have Michelle, so I'm going to bring Michelle to stage. Hi, Michelle. I can't hear you. We can't hear you. We'll get her sorted out real quick. Gotta love technology, don't you? Oh, she'll be back in a second. We'll have her join in just a second. But Michelle is going to go over some things about Eliso, their products. She does have a special discount code that I'm going to put on the screen for you guys if you want to take advantage of that. So you can use the code CP10, which is 10% off either or both the TG16 Pro Plus iron, or you can take advantage of it and get one of their M3 Pro Project irons. So again, they have wonderful tools to help you in your sewing, quilting, crafting. And then they have some amazing accessories as well. So we're going to be going over some of that. And then let's see if she's got her audio back up. Let me see if we got it going. I can now.
You can now? Okay, good. I had to actually get off and come back on. So.
It's okay. It's Friday. Yeah. Everybody's excited that you're here. And I was just, while you were figuring that out, telling them, I put it up on the screen, the very awesome discount code that Eliso is offering on their 2 irons. So CP10 is the code. So if you go to eliso.com and, decide to get one of their irons, this is the discount code to save a little bit on that. So Michelle, you and I have talked many times, and I still love my purple iron. Love, 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 love. But then, I had
we love to hear that.
But I have the M3 Pro now. I had the previous version. It's in a little case, but I have this one. So I love them so much, and I love the fun colors, and I love my little cases to take them to sewing club and everything and travel with.
Great.
I've got my wool mat here, and I know you've got a lot to go over. Now, real quick, for those who did not get the VIP email before Michelle joined us today, if you go over to our blog, I'll link it in just a second, but there is a document that Michelle's going to go over today about why does my iron leak. And so I put this in a really nice little PDF document for you to download over on the blog. So I'll link it here in just a second when she gets started. But she's going to go over some tips to help make our irons last, which I love that you're sharing that information with us today. And then when you wrap up, I'll come back because you do have a giveaway for one of our VIP members.
Do, yeah.
All right. So I'm going to pass it on over to you. Thank you, Michelle.
You're very welcome. Hi. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. And me, Michelle Muska. I am the Director of Content and Community at Oliso. I've been with them for about 6 years, but I have been using Eliso products for, oh gosh, probably 15, 16 years when I first met the owners at the show. So just so you know, we're a very small family-owned company. There's 6 of us in the US, and then we have our customer service team and our team at the factory. But we're small, but we say we're small but mighty. So anyways, I'm here in North Central Connecticut. This is my office and studio, and I tried to kind of condense things so you can see what a mess it really is. So I came back from 3 months of surgery, and I was working, but I couldn't really sew or do anything. So now that I can, everything seems to have exploded. I'd like to talk a little bit about the features and benefits of both models of irons first, just quickly, so you can kind of understand how they work, and then we'll go into how to care for your irons. You know, we have our irons are premium. They're made to last for a long time. We have really great warranties on them, and to protect your investment, we have some suggestions for our Eliso irons, or for any iron that you already use in your sewing room or studio. So as Bethany said, this is the M3 Pro. It comes in 4 different colors. We have the aqua, the pistachio, and the coral. And then this is our newest color in the raspberry. So when you plug it in, just so you can see, some people have sent their iron back, so it didn't work. They plugged it in, it didn't get hot. Because you actually, I never read the directions of most things, but if you read the directions, you press that little button and it turns green, and then there's a little LED headlight. That is amazing to work with dark fabrics. So you can see. And everyone's like, what do I need a light for? But then when you actually use it, you're like, yeah, I really can use that light. It's really amazing. Now, when you put it on its heel, it has the light shuts off, and it has a 30-minute auto shut off and a 10-minute auto shut off horizontally, which is a big improvement over the features of our first M2 mini iron. Also, I want to mention for you, any of you that are left-handed, the cord has been moved to the side so it safely sits on its heel. But you can very easily move this cord all the way to the other side so it's not in your way. So it has an 8-foot cord, but still, if you're left-handed, it can get in the way. I know many left-handed friends that kind of just settle for right-handed notions and appliances, but we've really made an effort into helping those out that aren't right-handed. So here's your water window, and it has a really tight fit for a little water well, which is right here. And please always use in our irons tap water. We say if you can drink the water, your iron can drink the water. So, and that is, I won't go into the long explanation, but the minerals in regular tap water or inexpensive bottled water helps coat the inside of the steam chamber and maintains the proper temperature to create steam. So actually this has 3 settings like most irons. Here's the red zone, and it has a very powerful steam burst. So bottom, top as well. And then when these little lights are solid like they are now, I can still keep steaming. And then we have, I'll just go over a few of the features of our TG 1600 Pro Plus Smart Iron. And as you probably all know, we're known for the iTouch Auto Lift. So you never have to pick up your iron. So this iron is about 5.5 pounds. I particularly like a heavy iron for pressing. I feel like it just gets the job done a lot quicker and easier. But the thing for this is that you just hold it, it goes down, and you're pressing. And it lifts. It also has the same temperatures that the mini iron has, synthetic, wool, silk, linen, and cotton. It has a green light right here that once it's solid, it's going to tell you that it's ready for steam. And I believe it is. There we go. And then it also has continuous steam. So it has a little lever here that you push over right here, and that's continuous steam. So when you're pressing or ironing, you start seeing the steam come up, and it has 3 different levels as well. This has a 12-foot cord. It's 360-degree swivel, so that helps with your right-handed or left-handed. Here is the water well, and it comes with a little cup, and it side fills right there. It has a diamond-coated ceramic sole plate, which is really easy for cleanup with fusibles. I use fusibles a lot in my work. I'll show you a few as we go along. We talk about cleaning your sole plate. And I just really find that it glides really nice over all types of fabrics: chiffon, silks, wool, clay, canvas, and any of those fabrics that have a lot of texture. The mini iron also has the same ceramic sole plate as well. So you will have the availability to see this PDF, and that talks a little bit about caring for your iron inside and out and what makes your iron leak. To be honest with you, I think you can make any iron leak. It doesn't matter who manufactures it if you don't use the proper procedures, especially when you're trying to create steam. And it also, we'd like to talk about cleaning the iron inside and out, which helps the longevity of your purchase. So you're putting your hard-earned money into these products, and you're probably going to be using them maybe almost every day or once a week whenever you're sitting down to quilt or garment sew, or we work a lot with cosplayers and crafters as well. So you want to protect your investment. And the way to do that is to make sure that you're cleaning your iron inside on occasion. And it really depends how much you use your iron. So one of the things that we'll talk about steam first. So creating steam, as we know for some of us, is really important. I have some quilty friends that never put water in their iron. They prefer to use a mister, and that is really a personal preference. But just so you remember, it's the most important thing to remember for our irons is to use tap water. And if you have a whole house filter, that's all right, as long as it's tap water or reverse osmosis. But you want to make sure that if your water is really, really hard, you might want to get some gallons of inexpensive tap water. So you always have to make sure you're maintaining the appropriate level of temperature inside that steam chamber to create steam, as I had mentioned before. So if you press the steam burst button right here, one of the things that could cause your iron to leak is to pressing it too many times really fast in a row. You're making the iron work a little bit harder than it needs to or should be. So you see the light is blinking again. I still have the continuous steam on. So you just want to make sure, like, you press and just let it lift up. Press and let it lift up. And you always want to make sure that it is on the linen and cotton setting. So, and you want to make sure that this is solid. Any of those things that you don't do could cause your iron to actually leak. So you really want to make sure that your iron is at the appropriate temperature to create steam and follow the procedures. That's pretty much the same for all irons. So I think that Whether you have an Oliso iron or a different iron from a different manufacturer, you want to probably follow the same procedures. But check with your manufacturer if you should use distilled or tap water. So that's all really different. So one of the other things that I'd like to talk about is how you clean the inside of your iron. So I'm going to turn this down a little bit. It's kind of hot. You want to make sure that you empty your iron if you're leaving it for a few weeks and you're not working on it. So you're going to lift the side and you're going to hold it over your sink. And that way you're going to shake as much water out as possible. And then you want to take the button, the bursting button, turn it on, wait till the light is on, and you're going to spray and squirt as much water out as possible. Okay? Then you're going to fill to the, you can fill it almost up to the max line. You don't have to fill the whole thing with equal parts of water and white vinegar. So regular tap water, white vinegar, 1-to-1 ratio. And you're going to run that whole tank through. And what you want to do is you want to let this cool down a little bit, turn everything off, and you're going to put it over your sink. And you're just going to press the spray button and the steam button to get the rest of that out. And you'll probably see some white stuff or some brown things that sits inside your iron that is left over from your water. So that's a really important thing to do. On occasion, people ask me, well, how often, how long, how much you want to, how often do you want to do that? It really depends on the type of water you have, or it really also depends on how much you use your iron. If you use your iron every day, you want to make sure that maybe once a month, once every 6 to 8 weeks, you're going to be doing this cleaning process. So once you run that tank through with white vinegar and water, you want to run it through again with clear tap water and make sure. And you might want to do that twice. As I said, it's a long process. It can be a long process. So you don't necessarily have to fill it all the way up to the top. And that way, you can get it to go a little bit quicker. One of the other things that we suggest, and I think I have it here somewhere, yes, is when you want to clean your sole plate, you just want to let it cool down, and you can clean it with a soft cloth. This is some batting that I use. It's cotton batting, and I know it's going to be really gentle on my sole plate. The other thing that you can use is a little Teflon pad. And then if it has really stubborn stains or fusible particles left on it, you can just use any of the commercial hot iron cleaners. So Faultless, Magic make one, Bowen makes one. So there's quite a few on the market that you can use. And just follow those instructions. I really don't have to do that very often. I use fusibles a lot. It doesn't seem to really stick. This morning when I got my iron out, I realized there was a couple little pieces of fusible here. But what I did was, when it was cool, I just scraped it off with my fingertips. So just make sure your iron is cooled down. Also, I don't know if you're familiar, but most irons, and ours, has a detailer tip, it's called. So this is really great if you're a garment sewist, if you're getting into pockets, cuffs, collars, things like that, but also if you're quilting. So ours is about 2 inches, and it's really wonderful when you're working and trying to get inside the pockets and things like that. But what happens is, this is called the skirt, and this is the sole plate. So what happens when you're pressing those fabrics, or if you're using any type of spray, like a starch kind of spray, those particles, the aerosol particles, or even if you're using a squirt bottle, that's going to get in between the skirt and the sole plate. And the fibers from your fabric also, if it's a little bit fuzzy, whether you pre-washed it or not, probably more if you've already washed it, the fibers are a little looser, that could also come up in here. So when your iron is cooled down, mine's hot, so I'll be careful. You want to take this, and you can also use some tweezers if you like, and you just want to run it through your sole plate like this, around. And oh my goodness, it's a good thing maybe that I waited to do this before the show, because you can see, I don't know if you can see that. See how dark that is, and it has some little particles. So I will try that again and see. So, and that also helps, keep your iron clean inside and out. One of the other things that I've noticed that, especially when at a trade show, so people come up and they'll, press the buttons on our irons when they're not plugged in. And if you do that, and once you plug it in, so what happens if you press the steam buttons, the spray button on this, or the steam button, it releases water into the steam chamber, but it's not hot. Or if you do that and you have this on a setting that's, say, maybe wool and silk, or the synthetic setting, which is for your chiffons and a lot of your sheers or your polyesters, that means when the iron comes on, it is going to release that water. So, and if it's not hot enough, if you have it on a lower setting and you have to press the steam or the spray button, it's going to release water. And people think that it's leaking. So, and it's really not. It's just releasing the water that's in the chamber that you did not have the steam chamber hot enough to create the steam. So just a couple little things there. Let me just see. So I have this PDF that I sent to Bethany, and just want to make sure that I, kind of went over everything. And then basically we do the same thing with the mini iron, and we'll talk a little bit about this. Oh, another thing is, so I'm putting this on its heel just so you can kind of see, the auto lift system. Plus, I don't have a big space here. But when you're storing your iron for, let's say, like if you're not going to use it for a while, you want to empty the water, and then you do want to store it somewhere safe on its heel. That allows the water to go down to the bottom if there is any water left in your iron. And then when you turn it horizontal and you turn it back on, the water isn't going to kind of leak out for you. So all these little tiny tips and techniques that I'm talking about today seem very simple, but it does really help the longevity of your iron. It's a big investment, so you want to make sure to protect your investment with some smaller, very simple steps. And we do the same thing with our mini iron. So it does have a detailer tip as well. It's not quite as ample as the big iron, of course. And this does not have the auto lift. It's just a baby, so it only crawls. It doesn't walk yet. But it does have the same ceramic sole plate. So the same idea of cleaning this with a soft cloth or a commercial product that you can purchase for a hot iron clean. That's really and very simple to use and going to be helpful. And as I said, here's your water well. And as I said before, make sure this uses tap water as well. This is a little easier to empty and clean, but you can use the same method. You can use the white vinegar and water to run through your iron. And this has only, a little water tank because it's small, so it should get through pretty quickly. And just so you know that this is also, it only has steam burst capability. It's a small steam chamber, and as opposed to the big iron. So you can have a lot more power there, and you can have continuous steam, but this is going to be limited to steam bursts. But you get a really good, probably like a 3 foot. I'm going to give her a little facial over there. So anyway, also I want to talk about some of the things that I use my irons for, especially the mini. So I don't know if you have one of these things, and I don't remember what it's called actually. But the mini iron is really great for small projects. So you can see, like I already have this, the seams pressed open. But I don't know, just can you imagine trying to do this with the big iron, although also can you imagine trying to press a quilt top with the mini iron? So they each have their own uses. So this is like really, I think this is really wonderful. I love that the iron has such capabilities of, getting into small, tight places. Also, if you're doing, I love handwork, I love English paper piecing. So if you also, again, if you're using a big iron and you're working on some smaller pieces, it covers up pretty much your whole project. But as opposed to the mini iron, I think you can really kind of see what you're doing. Plus that little light is so great. And then I do work a lot with fusibles, so I can show you, I'm only going to show you the leg of a project I'm working on because this is actually going to H&H and it's going to be the fashion show. So I'm working on a denim jumpsuit, and this is all done with heat and bond from Thermal Web. This is a Brandon from the Cave Collective, his fish, and then here's some three-dimensional flowers that I made with heat and bond, and that is all done with the mini iron. So when you get the iron really hot on the highest setting and you press the fusibles, you can mold the petals, and when they cool off, they remain sculpted, as similar to the evening gown I have over here that will be going as well. So I just really think that it just has so many different applications. I'm a really big fan of the Thermal Web heat and bond. So, and then I also just want to mention our linkable wool pressing mats as well. So this has silicone, medical grade silicone links. You want to make sure that they're on the back side. So they're 14-inch square, and you can actually put them together in any configuration. Sometimes I'm making these long scrolls or trouser legs, and I'll put them all together in a length, 4 to 6 long, or I'll do 6 in a little grid on my workstation when it's clean. So, and then I also do a lot of hand stitching. So my hand stitching I like to do on cotton or linen. So here's an apron that I did on linen from French General. And so I do want to press this, but I have a lot of like really great like French knots and some knots and stitches that are, you know, a little bit thicker, and I would like to maintain their I don't know what you want to call it, their puffiness. Anyways, what this does is since the wool mat is a little porous, what it will do, and it's soft, it will allow those stitches that are sticking up from the surface to recess down into the wool mat, and then you can press. And you're not flattening out your stitches unless that's your goal. You can do that. So, and as you can see, it's really pressing my linen nicely. And there. So I have to admit, I use this probably every day. I'm starting a project for a class I'm teaching, and just also I think with the mini iron out, if there's a lot of bag makers, I know a lot of people make their own bags, or if you're going to do an applique, you always want to press on both sides, and look at this little iron can just get right inside too. So anyways, I think that's probably about it.
That was amazing.
I went through everything, I hope.
You did. Okay, so we have a couple of things that popped up, and you did answer them, but because they popped up a few times, I thought we might just reiterate these little fun facts that stood out. So one of the comments said, some say not to add water to your iron, but you're saying it's okay. It needs to be tap water, but if it's really hard tap water in your area, you can actually purchase like normal tap water to use.
Right,
correct?
Inexpensive bottled drinking water. Just
Okay,
never distilled water, because distilled water has no minerals in it. So the minerals are very important to help maintain like I said, the temperature of the steam chamber to be able to create steam. It's all about having your iron at the right temperature to create steam and avoid leakage.
Yes. So someone asked what the wattage was on both of the irons. Do you know that off the top of your head?
Oh, I do. So it's
I figured you did.
1,000 watts on the mini iron, and the big iron is 1,800 watts.
Okay, cool.
The 1800 watts is the highest wattage you can have for a home iron. But what I love about the mini, what's really great, like if you're in a classroom setting, you're doing small things, you can have 2 of these compared to one big iron. For just to have
Your breakers.
more pressing surface stations available if you're working in a large group.
Agreed. Someone asked, do I need to empty the water out when not using it? And you did go through that about how to properly empty the water. But one thing I didn't think about, which I love you called out, is that you need to empty out what's in the chamber, not just what's here here. So like what's already what you can't see that you probably didn't think about.
Right.
I didn't think about that myself. And then I'm like, okay, when I first turn it on again and I put water in it again, and sometimes some water's leaking out right here, it's because it's what was in the chamber. And it makes sense.
Right.
Everybody had some light bulb moments today. I will say
so it's kind of like it makes sense when you talk about it, but why would you think about that? Really.
Right.
Well,
I mean, irons are like a household staple. You grew up with one, your mom had one, then you started using them, and you just don't ever talk about it.
Well,
so we're talking about it.
Like, you plug it in and you turn it to the hottest setting. End of story.
I know. And these get very hot, very hot. I when you were going through the cleaning steps, I'm kind of even embarrassed to show my iron on camera. Because when you were talking about getting in between here, I had never looked between here, and I am absolutely disgusted. Absolutely disgusted. But I'm not the only one. And so that's why I'm calling myself out, because other people were vulnerable and called themselves out in the chat saying they've never cleaned their iron. They've never even thought to clean it. Most people just look at the bottom. Oh, it looks fine. But I'm looking now and it's kind of growth around that little thing that pops up. So I love Jenny made a comment. She said, my iron needs a spa day.
Yes.
And it truly does. And then Sue said, well, my sewing machine gets a spa day, so I guess my iron needs one too.
Exactly. So, we do, our sewing machines are a big investment.
Yeah, but so are these.
And
it's a critical tool.
Take care of them. And when we don't take care of them, something happens, we blame ourselves, and it's really sad. We take it to our person and they get a spa day. But no one really thinks about that. I think you're right with the irons. And they truly are. What's your most important notion? What's your favorite appliance or notion or thing that you use to work in your studio? Do you have a favorite?
I mean, in my sewing room or in my studio?
Either.
Honestly, I have both of these irons out just like you do at all times. And it's funny. It's like, I'll be honest, I don't love ironing for like my, laundry, but I love ironing my fabrics and I love ironing my projects. And so when someone in my house is like, I need to iron my pants or my shirt for work, I'm like, oh, you're not touching my Eliso. I'll do it for you. Because I've gotten so protective over my irons. I love them so much. But a couple of things that I love about these, besides the auto lift, because that really saves your wrist and your arm, especially when you're doing a lot. But I will say, once you go Eliso and you go use another iron that doesn't have the auto lift, you have to make sure that you stand that iron up, because it's habit now for me to leave it like this. But I love how fine of a point we have on the big one, not just the little one, but the big one too, because as a garment sewist, I'm getting into like pleats and so the fine tip is fantastic to get into those seams, to do those curves. When I'm doing my pressing ham, I do a lot of garment sewing, so I have like pin tucks and pleats and all sorts of things. And I need to be able to get into tight spaces. And it really is great. And the mini is too. Now, someone commented and asked, will the mini ever have the auto lift? And I don't think it needs it.
But it can't. I think I mentioned it's a baby. And
it's a baby. We can only put so much in the small version. But it comes with a silicone.
Pardon?
It comes with a silicone. So you just snap this off, flip it over, and you've got a wrist.
Right. And it also sits on its heel. And you can also put this on and hang it too.
I know. I was going to say that there's a picture of someone who has like all the colors in the minis hanging on the wall, and they just look like little flowers hanging on the wall and all the pretty colors. And it's a fun way to brighten up your space.
Right. And the other thing I want to mention too is the heat distribution goes all the way to all edges, so it's not like there's no cold or cooler spots. It's the same heat distribution for the whole iron. It's just I also like to mention is that, for me, I've been asked when I did events and stuff or on film, and they're like, well, what's your favorite, like, what's your most important notion? And people would try to think, this is our most important notion, our hands. Mm-hmm. And so just like our iron and our sewing machines, make sure to give your hands and your body a spa day too, So that's really important to have a good chair, have good lighting, besides, beautiful appliances like irons and your sewing machine and your beautiful fabric. Think about, like, that's not going to happen if you're hurting. So I just want to remind everybody, to do your exercises, stretching your fingers and all of that, I think that's really, really important. And take care of if you take care of your appliances, you need to take care of yourself too. So.
You do. And I'll say one of the reasons I have, not only just because of your amazing products and the quality, but Eliso has an amazing warranty as well as fantastic customer service. And I have reached out to customer service before, and they've been fantastic. So I thought maybe you could talk for a few minutes on the warranties, and because your warranties are unique, that's not standard from other irons in the industry. So I want you to call that out.
Yeah, we have a 3-year warranty on the TG 1600, 3 years, which is quite unusual, and a 2-year warranty on our M3 Pro. We have a wonderful customer service team. You can either email them, it's just customerservice@eliso.com, or if you go to our web page, our homepage, if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you can chat, or there's the 1-800 number there that you can call. So that's why I also suggest, please try to register your appliances. I know a lot of people kind of forget about that, but if you register your appliance and we have your email, we know exactly when you bought it, or at least try to save your receipts or know where you bought it and kind of when, because that will really make a difference. But so we do try and really help all of our customers that call us. Sometimes it's a really easy fix. They're just not quite sure what to do. Sometimes we can reset, the iron. You can run it. They can run you through some paces like, plug it, unplug it, plug it in, turn it on, do this. Someone called me one time, Michelle, they're asking me to do these crazy things. Is that real? And I'm like, yeah, it really is. It's real. So
these are smart irons, y'all. They're smart. So sometimes they need a reset. It's okay.
But we do stand behind our products because we want people to be happy. We know it's an investment for you to purchase our irons, and we stand behind our products, and we just want to help people, make their creative journey a little easier.
Oh yeah.
Maybe more fun and colorful. So,
And don't forget, if you have the Caterpillar tempered glass mat, I use this with my Eliso mini project iron all the time when I'm doing my applique and my foundation paper piecing and all of those kind of fun projects. It's a different experience pressing on solid glass than it is like a mat or an ironing board. And so don't forget, I use my little mini here, this little guy, with this all the time. And I just, Michelle,
it's a wonderful companion.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That our products work so nicely together.
I know. And that's the whole point of this event, was to show like how all of these different products from Caterpillar to Eliso to everybody else that we've had presenting can help make your sewing, quilting, or crafting experience more easier, enjoyable, efficient, consistent and better results. It just enjoy the whole process. Fun new colors in your space. I mean, nobody like it's ironing, right? But it's a lot more fun when it's cute.
Well, as you know, as one of our licensees says, Mimi G, she's a garment sewist, and she's like, sew a seam, press a seam, and I think that pretty much is for anything, any quilt, a costume, garment, whatever. So I think that is, really important.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, you have a little bundle that you're going to be giving away. Let's do that real quick for one of our VIPs. Do you have all of it in front of you to show?
Oh, I don't know if I do. It was the
mini
and a mat, correct, and a bag.
And I think that was it.
Yeah.
The little bundle. So someone from our VIP list is going to get the little mini project M3 Pro iron, a tote, which these are so cute. And you've done some really fun projects to decorate these.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Like I have my
I thought I brought my new one down. I just got one from one of our designers in Mexico. It is amazing. So can I just mention in April, we had a soft launch at QuiltCon, but in April in our newsletter, if you all want to sign up for our newsletter, that would be wonderful. You can do it right from our website and on the homepage, because we only send out probably one a month, if that.
Yeah.
We're not bombarding you with, sales or things like that. And we always we'll feature books we love, websites we love, blogs we love. We'll link out to a project that one of our friends is making, or myself. So we're not afraid to send stuff out. But we are going to do another kind of official Get Carried Away with Eliso bag challenge.
Ooh.
So we did one a couple of years ago, but now our bags actually.
They have a big bag for the big iron too.
Oh yeah, so you can do either one. So I wish I brought it. Do I have time to go get it?
Yeah, sure.
Do we have a minute?
Run grab it.
Oh,
no, you're fine. Everybody's super excited. So again, in the bundle giveaway, someone will get the little mini wool bag. These are great. So when I go to my sewing club and I take my mini, I'm using it till we are ready to pack up, but they do take a minute to cool down, but I can just stick it in the wool bag and I don't have to worry about it hurting any of my other stuff or in the car. It keeps it nice and safe. So you'll get a mini wool bag. You'll get one of the mini M3 Pros and you'll get a wool pressing mat.
Okay.
Look at that.
Look at this, right? And look at
so pretty.
So some of our bags, and this is going to go to, went off to France to the show in Nantes, which is the third week, I think in April.
Yeah.
And they're presenting them there. They're going to show them so it's this. Isn't it beautiful?
That is stunning.
And this is from Patty Bisebi. She's also a fabric designer, but isn't it just gorgeous?
That's so pretty.
And if you look at it's a hashtag Get Carried Away with Eliso. We also will have them on our website. We have like hedgehogs and subway cars, and people have painted them. I just posted on my personal page. I took the bunny, Lady Fern Bun. We had a contest to guess her first name. I took her to England with me last year, and we showed all of her adventures. So, and you can just do so much,
Yeah.
So, I hope people will join in to this.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll be giving away prizes.
I've gone over to Eliso's website to check it out. Now we're going to do the giveaway real quick. So it again is for one of the wool cases, one of the mini M3 Pros, and one of the wool pressing mats, which I have two of them, and I have them lined up between my two machines. So whichever machine I'm at, I can press right in between.
Oh, that's a great idea.
So it works out perfect. And so we're going to give that away to one of our VIP members, and I'm going to pop that winner up on the screen right now, and then Michelle will send that to you. Ready? And our VIP winner for the Eliso bundle is Nadine of Eagle River, Wisconsin. Congratulations.
Oh, congrats, Nadine. And Nadine, you can pick your color too.
Oh, how awesome. Okay, well,
very
I love that.
Pistachio or coral.
It's hard to pick a color.
And then the mini bag will come with the matching zipper, and top stitching will match the color of your iron of your choice. So.
Awesome. Michelle, I will send you her information so you can email her and coordinate all of that. But congratulations to Nadine, and thank you for signing up for our VIP. Y'all, we still have several more VIP giveaways to do today, so you're in for a treat. Michelle, thank you so much for hanging out with us and spending some time on Friday with us. This was wonderful.
Thank you.
I learned something new today. What now?
So much for inviting me.
Of course.
It's always a pleasure to see you and work with you, Bethany. So.
And I will see you at H&H in May.
I will be there.
Awesome. I can't wait to give you
we have a big launch at H&H, so it will be really fun.
I can't wait to hear all about it. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, and I'll see you later.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Oh my goodness, that was wonderful. I know you guys learned a lot. I learned a lot. I've had Eliso irons for years, and I am going to go clean mine as soon as we're done with our live today because, I have not cleaned mine. I'll admit it. I have not thoroughly cleaned mine other than wiping down the sole plate. So definitely needs a spa day for sure. So I challenge all of you to go give your iron a little spa day this weekend. And you might find that it is going to love you a little more and do some better pressing. So we're so excited. Now, coming up next, we have Becky with Legit Kits. And before we move on to Becky, I thought we might do a little spin to win. Who wants to do a little spin to win real quick? Let's get that going. Let's see if I can find my little banner here. I'm trying to do all the things. All right, time for a little spin to win. I have way too much fun with this. So let's see what we're going to do. Now, if you are going to give your iron a spa day this weekend, I want you to put the number 2 in the chat right now. Yes, I'm number 2. I am going to do a spa day and clean my iron this weekend. And let's spin to win. Let's see what you're going to win, because we all need to give our iron a spa day. Well, it looks like I'm giving away another one. Let me grab it. Mini Elite Glow Board. Oh my goodness. Who is excited for this? So put a number 2 in the chat if you would like to win our Mini Elite Glow Board. This is going to be my second one to give away today. I'm so excited. I'm glad I added that in there a few more times. I really wanted to give some of those away this week at our event. So let me put that down here real quick. Glow Elite Mini. And all right, so let's pick a winner. Now, whoever wins, you need to send melody@caterpillar.com an email with your name, your address, and what you won. I wrote down your name here, your YouTube handle or whatever, but please let her know. Otherwise, we have no idea of how to reach you. But oh my goodness, so many comments. All right, I'm going to just scroll. I'm scrolling. I'm just going to close my eyes and stop. Who did I click on? Leslie Lee. Leslie Lee, congratulations. Leslie Lee, congratulations. You just won our Mini Elite Glow Board. And if you could send melody@caterpillar.com an email, it's MELODEE @caterpillar.com an email letting her know that you won a Mini Elite Glow Board today, and give her your name and address. She'll send that out to you next week. So congratulations, y'all. We're going to do many more of these today, so stick around for that. I love doing those. I wish I could do those every time I go live with Caterpillar, but they might come to Nashville and take my little spinny wheel from me if I did that every time. But I love our products so much, and I want you guys to get your hands on them. So anytime I can send something your way, I'm happy to do so. All right, so coming up next, we have Becky with Legit Kits. Now, Becky did pre-record her segment for us today, so it is a recording, and she is joined. She did it from our Caterpillar studio with one of our employees, Keisha, that you might see at a show from time to time if you go to any of the quilting shows that we're at. But yes, you are a great Vanna for Spin to Win. Thank you, Sue. I think I think it's I didn't know it was my calling to do that, but I feel like I have a secret talent. I'm just kidding. But anyways, Becky with Legit Kits is going to come and go through we're going to play her recording. Now, if you have questions, please feel free to put them in the chat, but she's going to go through everything. So I'm pretty sure she said she was going to log in on YouTube and from her own account. So Becky, if you're here, please let us know in the chat. So if she has if you have any questions, she might be the one that answers, but I know quite a bit, so I might be able to answer, or I know that she's going to answer it in the video. So just watch through the video. She's going to go through everything. And then afterwards, I have some legit kits to give away. So anyways, my friend Jennifer's tuning. Jennifer, did I say that right? Jennifer. I was talking too fast. Jennifer is here and she has done the turtle from Legit Kits. I have personally seen it. It is stunning. Keisha said Becky is here and so is she. So they're here. We're going to get her video up and going. So bear with me as I turn this on. This is my first time doing this. I feel like we're doing pretty good, but keep the chat going and then I'll see you after her video and we'll answer any questions you might have and do another giveaway. All right, let me find it. Hold on one second.
Hey everyone, it's Keisha with Caterpillar. Welcome to Friday. Thank you for being a part of our 3-day event. We're so excited. I have 2 special guests with me this morning and we're so excited they decided to join us. I don't know if you've heard of a little company called Legit Kits. Yes. But we've got Becky and her daughter Sydney here to kind of show us some of the kits and show us how to do them. They're a little intimidating, so I'm kind of excited. I'm really excited that they're here today. They came into the studio, and we're really excited. We want to get to know Becky and Sydney and see some fun quilts and maybe talk about stuff that you guys all might have a chance to win. So, you guys are here. Welcome. And
we're so happy to be in the Caterpillar studio.
Yeah.
It's wonderful to be here. It's nice to be local.
Yeah, it's great. You can just come down.
That's right.
We did a little practice run. That was pretty fun. So now here's the thing. And why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'd like to talk a little bit about Legit Kits first.
Okay.
It's so exciting. This is a fairly new company, and they haven't been around for very long. They launched in 2020, and they keep coming out with new designs, and I'm going to be here today to show you some of the designs. We're going to open a kit on air. We're going to go through the whole thing.
Have fun.
We're going to walk through all the steps because it's not as intimidating as they look.
It's so intimidating.
And one of the most important things that you'll get in your kit is this little sign, don't panic. And I hope at the end of our live, you won't be panicking, but you'll be excited to start a Legit Kit.
Yeah. Well, I have one. Chuck, the guy who travels around with the company, he gave me one.
Which one did he give you?
And I think it's one of the basic ones. He said, let's start you out easy.
Yeah. So maybe like colored vortex?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
I think so. I have yet to cut a piece of fabric.
All right.
But I keep pulling it out. I keep looking at it. And I'm saying, I can do this.
I can do this.
And then I thought, no, I'm going to let Becky explain it to me so then I won't be so intimidated.
I actually brought color vortex. Maybe that'll give you some inspiration.
Okay. I think that'd be great.
Excellent. Well, as Keisha said, I'm affiliated with Legit Kits. I'm a certified instructor, so I go and I'm able to do classes, and it's really fun to kind of do these events as well.
Yeah.
I live here in the Salt Lake Valley. I've been quilting almost 20 years, and I love the quilting community. I love all of the people that I meet, the stories that I hear, all the inspiration that's out there. And I know I was first inspired by my grandmother, and she was a prolific quilter. She quilted dozens of quilts throughout her life. And she grew up in the Great Depression where you used whatever you could find.
Right.
And so a lot of her quilts were made with leftover scraps of fabric, old clothing, even rags, any scrap that she could find and use, she put into a quilt.
Wow.
So I have a little story I want to tell you. When she was a young mother, she didn't have a lot of money, and her children needed some new clothing, and they had some clothes that needed to be repaired, and she was walking by a sewing machine store, and she saw a sewing machine in the window that said 14-day free trial. So she walked in and she said, I'd like to do this trial. And she walked out with this machine and she sewed for 14 days.
Wow.
Everything that she could sew until she could go back and afford to buy that machine. So
that's a great story.
I love that in our day, we have so many tools available to us.
We really do.
She was hand quilting, cutting with scissors.
Wow.
And we are so lucky to be surrounded by beautiful fabrics
Yes.
that are going to last. So I owe a lot of my initial yearnings to quilt to my grandmother. So,
That's great.
And then my friend, she came over to my house one day and she said, I just inherited a sewing machine from my grandma. What should I make? So this has been going on for generations.
Wow.
I love that we're doing things that have been going on for hundreds of years. And I said, I don't know. So we went down to Joanne. We got a block of the month, and it had part of the block of the month had a schoolhouse series where they would teach you different aspects of quilting along the way.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
it was really nice.
Yeah.
I think the first month was 1/4-inch seams, and then by month 12 we were making Y seams. We weren't very good, but we were having a lot of fun. And then I moved overseas for a while, so that stopped. But I came back and I moved into a new neighborhood, and there was a quilting and crocheting and knitting group in my neighborhood. And so I crocheted. I didn't consider myself a quilter, but I crocheted. I said, oh, I'll go to this group. Well, the woman who led this group had worked in a quilt store for 20 years. And she sat down and she said, are you interested in quilting? And I said, yes. So she was teaching me all these things, and I didn't even own a sewing machine. So I bought a sewing machine, and all of a sudden, I just wanted to try everything. So I joined bees and swaps and charity groups.
Wow.
And anything that I could do so that I could learn this block of the month,
fun.
sampler quilts, block of the weeks. And I was introduced to foundation paper piecing, and I brought, Sydney's going to bring my...
Sydney is our Vanna White.
Sydney is our Vanna. This quilt is, other way. This quilt is foundation paper pieced. It's just a basic log cabin, and a quilter from Germany designed this block, and she started a bee, which I joined, and I loved it because we're making these little teeny log cabin strips, and you couldn't do that as accurately with traditional piecing, and I was hooked. So she ran this bee 3 times. I joined 3 times. I have 3 quilts. I love this. This is when I got hooked to foundation paper piecing.
It's beautiful.
So when my daughter moved out, my oldest, I joined Instagram because I was feeling a little lonely.
Oh.
Isn't that how that works?
No, it's true. When your kids leave the house,
yeah.
it's sad.
So I joined Instagram because they were doing a quilt along, and that's what got me into the social media, and I started to see some amazing things. And I came across the Eagle quilt from Legit Kits.
Wow.
And when I saw this, I thought, whoa, that's a quilt? How do you make that? And when I found out it was foundation paper piecing, I thought, I can foundation paper piece. I don't know. It's
kind of big.
It's a big one.
The wrong way. I'm sorry.
Here we go.
No, you're doing great, Sydney.
Do you see this?
Wow, that's beautiful.
And I had to make it. I pre-ordered it. I couldn't believe it was a quilt. I didn't know how it was going to come together. And it came to my house right during the Olympics. And so I didn't cook, I didn't clean. I was addicted. So if you order a Legit kit, on the outer packaging there's a label and it says caution. Contents are highly addictive. And they are. I was addicted. I couldn't put that quilt down. I couldn't do anything else. I loved it. And I was saying, what's next? What's next? What's next? Because these are stunning quilts that are different than anything that I had seen out there. I love traditional piecing. I love applique. I love a lot of things, but this I found was my passion.
I feel like Legit Kits is a special. Like it's a different kind.
It's
when I first saw it at one of the shows, I stared at it.
Yes.
And I was like, I can do that.
Yes.
No, I can't. Yeah. No, I can do that. It's beautiful. And they're not traditional. They're very unique.
They are very
unique.
That's
why I love Legit Kits.
And then I was a pattern tester for Legit Kits for a long time. And then when they started a certified instructor program, I thought, this is so much fun.
That's perfect for you.
So much fun. So that's kind of my journey here.
Great.
I do want to talk a little bit about Legit Kits.
Okay.
I will talk a little bit about Mike Odell. He is the founder and owner of Legit Kits. He is a certified nurse, certified registered nurse anesthetist, and he works at a children's hospital. That's still his full-time gig, and this is his side hustle. He's always worked with different mediums of art, and he's always tinkered in things, and he loves graphic art. And he saw a picture of a stormtrooper, and he said, "Wow, that would make a cool quilt. How do I do that?" So he ordered some big paper on Amazon, taped it to his kitchen floor, and drew it.
Wow.
And then he had this big stormtrooper drawn, and he said, "How am I going to make this into a quilt?" And that was the beginning of Legit Kits. And
Wow.
the method that he came up with is he just cut it into squares. And one of the things that he talks about is, because his wife had the craft room, right? So he was working on the table. He wanted to make something that could fit and could be transported. So this is an entire Legit Kit in a, let's turn this way. There you go. You can fit an entire kit in a notebook, and you can put your fabrics, and you can put your finished blocks.
Wow,
and
look
you
at the
can just start
organization
building
there.
your kit.
That's great.
So, and we talk about how to organize during all of our classes. So it's fun. But he needed something that he
To
could
kind
move.
of break it down to make it a little bit
Yes.
easier.
So start to finish, from when he started drawing on the floor,
Mm-hmm.
took him 18 months to get a finished pattern.
Wow.
So he said, "Man, quilters don't want to spend time on patterns. They want to sew.
They want to quilt.
They want to sew."
Yes.
So he developed a system and to break them up into easy blocks, one at a time, and anybody can make one of these. So it's pretty exciting.
I still feel like I'm a little intimidated.
You're a little intimidated. All right. So let's start with an easy quilt.
Okay.
Shall we? Let's pull
do
out
it.
Color Vortex.
Yes, this is the one that
Yes,
I'm
okay.
supposedly going to be working on.
They started this as a block of the month. It was immensely popular. They've done several block of the month since then. And I just found out last week, I have a little teaser. I just found out last week, this is a precursor to a quilt where he loves color. This is upside down, but it actually is good because it'll show you the vortex. The vortex. He actually announced that he loves color. He wants to put color in everything.
I can tell.
Yes.
He likes color.
Yes. So he is he loves Kona solids because they have 365 colors.
Right.
And he had said one time, "I'm going to try to make a quilt with 365 colors." And it's in development right now.
Wow.
He just announced that last week. And it's
Wow.
supposed to be the inside of the vortex. So once you get into the vortex,
Right.
this color vortex,
It's even
what
more
you
and
see
more
inside
colors.
is going to be all of the
Wow.
colors.
That's going to be amazing.
I know. Isn't that exciting?
So you're already pre-ordered, right?
Well, they haven't released it yet. I hope that we get to test and that works out.
Yeah, that would be
So-
great.
I did want to talk a little bit about let's talk about the kits.
Okay.
Can we talk about the kits?
Yeah, let's talk about the kits.
All right. Oh,
Let's see, we've got a question. Is foundation paper
Okay.
piecing just like paint by numbers, but sew by numbers?
that's exactly right.
Okay.
So everything in foundation paper piecing, if we can take a close up, this is a legit block. I told you that he cut these into blocks.
Mhm.
Everything in Legit Kits is based on this block. So everything's going to finish this. And foundation paper piecing, you're going to add your first fabric, then your second, and then your third.
Look at that. 1,
In that
2,
order.
3.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
ABC,
Pretty
1, 2, 3.
easy.
Pretty easy. And the codes are what colors that you're going to use.
Okay. And
So
then
we're
they
gonna-
provide every single
Every
color
single
we
thing.
need.
Oh, yes. More than enough. If you look at the kit that she's got, flip
Okay.
it so they can see how thick it is. Can you see? Let's see.
Oh yeah, look how thick. Look at all those
Oh.
colors in there. Oh my gosh, that's
Yes.
so many.
So
Holy
many.
cow.
Let's open it
Let's
up.
open it up?
See what
Okay.
we're going to get when we purchase a Legit Kit. This is what we're going to get. And for those
It's
of
like I
you
don't
who
wanna-
are
this
watching
one's-
and are registered for the event, we're going to give this away as soon as we open it.
We
So,
are?
Yes.
That's right. This is going to be going out to one of you lucky winners.
Mhm.
So let's take a
So
look.
we'll go
What
through
would
it.
you like
We'll
me to
take
pull out
really-
first?
Let's just take the whole thing out.
Okay.
Rotate it.
Sorry, it's very loud when we open
Yeah.
it up.
This is what you get.
So let's see. How big is the Kraken quilt when it's actually
All right.
finished? Is it this size?
It's 64 blocks, and this is 60 by 80. So the color vortex is 60 by 80. They do 3 basic sizes, which we'll go over a little bit later. But
This is beautiful
Oh yeah,
fabric.
you get all of these fabrics.
That's so many.
So Many. You will have ample, I will tell you about Legit Kits fabric guarantee. So they give you enough cuts that if you mess up, some of us make mistakes when we quilt.
Me.
So you should still have enough. And if your cat gets to it, or if you miscut it, or something spills on it, they have a fabric guarantee that if you run out, or you've lost it, or it's been miscut, you can just email them or call them and say,
I need this color.
I need this color. I'm making the Kraken, and they'll put this in the mail to you for free and make sure that you get it.
That's amazing. That's so great.
It is.
Then it's a little less intimidating to try to cut this.
That's right. So you're not gonna don't be too intimidated about cutting. All right. So let's open the pattern. And as I mentioned at the beginning, one of the most important things you get in your pattern.
We're not going to panic.
We're not going to panic. And there's a quick start guide. So if you're panicking, it tells you kind of what to do.
Great.
So talk about organizing your fabric.
Okay.
On every one of the fabrics, there's a 2-letter code.
Okay.
And that code is going to correspond with where you're going to put those here.
Okay, so that's these. All right.
So when you're making this block, you just look for DA.
Okay.
And you look through your stack of fabric and you find it. Okay, so that's already, and they're already labeled, and that's what it's going to tell you to do.
Great.
And then the other suggestion we make is to make the big blocks first. Because once you get a few big blocks done, easy blocks like these 3-piecers, up in the corners, then you're going to be ready to tackle more
intricate stuff.
And I will say that they don't get harder as you go. It doesn't get more difficult. It's the same process from the easy blocks to the difficult blocks.
Okay.
You just keep doing step by step. Okay, what else do we have in this kit? We have a fun little sticker.
Of course.
Because you're a legit quilter now, people need those on their sewing machines, right?
Right. Or their car.
Reminder.
Do people put these on their cars?
Oh, sure. Why not? You're also going to get a magnet of your
your finished project.
So if you give your Kraken away, you can still keep the magnet on your fridge as a reminder.
That's cute.
So you get one of those. And then
I like
you get
that.
another sticker.
Okay.
We like stickers.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we've got here.
Yeah, this is a lot of sheets in here.
Now everything is just the highest quality. I've made so many foundation paper piece patterns, and this one is just really top tier.
Okay, so it says on here 70 colors, 1,463 pieces.
Yes. Let's pull out the Kraken so we can see all of these pieces.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Gorgeous in person and bigger than life.
Yeah, this is like taller than me.
That's our Kraken, and that's what you're going to make. And there's, 1,463 pieces, but Keisha, one piece at a time.
Okay.
One piece at a time.
So this kit right here is one that we are going to be doing with our giveaways.
Yes.
And Bethany is going to be announcing that, I think, just right after this.
Yes.
So stay tuned. Make sure you stay to the end and find out if you are one of our lucky winners.
You can make this quilt.
All right, we've got another question. Let's see. Can I get a digital download of the pattern in case I need to reprint a block in the pattern?
That's a great question. Unfortunately, Mike had to discontinue digital downloads
Okay.
because there was a lot of piracy and other things going on.
That's too bad.
I know.
That's too bad.
So, anybody can download it, and then they were sharing it. And so he did discontinue. So what we do recommend is as soon as you get your kit, you open it up. I love to starch my fabrics, so I give them a good starch.
Okay.
I just put starch on them. I don't even press them. I just starch them to get them a nice, Kona's got a really nice.
Yeah, this is a nice feeling.
It is a nice, but I like to starch them because when you get into these little pieces, look at this little guy.
Oh, wow.
It's nice if your fabric's a little stiffer. And the second thing I do is I copy my pattern.
Oh, you do?
I
Okay.
do copy my pattern. So
you have a backup.
So you do have a backup. All of my legit kits I've copied except for one, my little deep dive, my little turtle. I didn't copy my pattern, and I messed up one piece so bad that I had to redraw it.
Oh.
And I thought, this is the one I didn't copy. But
So now you copy every one of them, right?
I did before, and I have since, but that one I just didn't. I was too excited to get started. I just wanted to get started. So, yes, start your pattern. That's a great question.
Okay.
So you're going to have, let's do a close-up. So you're going to have
This will be the final picture.
your
or the final quilt.
product. Now, if you know anything about paper piecing, you piece the paper's on the underside and the pattern's on the top. So you're going to sew on these lines, but your fabric's going to be underneath.
Okay.
So they give you a view for your pattern side and your finished quilt. This is what it's going to look like. And these are all 64 of your blocks laid out. So like this block, this one says H8. So you would go down and it would be this block.
Okay. Now I see. So 8 is up there, H is there. So I
Like
know
that.
exactly.
So you know exactly which block.
Like Battleship. Sydney just described it like Battleship.
Well,
I love that.
Copy one of these two.
Okay.
So you can see this.
So you can kind of mark it up.
Yeah. So I've made 2 Krakens. Well, I've almost made 2. I'm 8 blocks short of my second, but I put an X. Well, I put a slash every time I finish a block. So most of them are X's, and then I count how many blocks I've done.
Wow.
So that's how and then I just find which one I've done and I X it off. And then this is really nice because you can kind of see.
Yeah, your progress. Yeah, which is great. Then you know you're getting there.
The magic part about legit kits is when you're making a block, you don't know what it is. You can't see the
finished product.
You're just seeing this block, and it's magical because you're making these pieces, you're adding all of these fabrics, and you can't really tell what it is, and you start putting together, and the image pops out.
That's great.
So it's very rewarding.
That's got to be satisfying.
It is, because when you look at this, you're like, what is that?
I know. Where is this going to go on this big, beautiful quilt?
This is a good visual to be able to track and see exactly where you are. Oh, there's.
So take copies of these as well.
I do. I just make just for my tracking.
Sure.
I like to do that.
Okay.
We want to keep this in order so the person who wins this has a nice
has all of their
all right
pieces.
These are going to list all of your colors.
Okay.
And how much they gave you, the Kona order number. So you can match this with the codes. You see?
Yes.
So it'll tell you where, and it'll tell you how many you get. So these are all your fabrics are stacked to where they're in different sizes. So if I needed to use petunia, I need to find my fat 16ths, and that would be in this stack.
Oh, okay. Now I understand. So this tells you what's okay.
And it'll be alphabetical order.
All right.
So here we go.
Petunia.
There's petunia.
Right there.
PI. It'll be in alphabetical order according to the code. So when I organize my legit kits, I usually put them in alphabetical order so that I can pull them out and they're all
right where they need to be so you can find them.
It'll also show you these color gradations. So what if you wanted to make a green octopus instead of a purple one?
Oh, so you could be a little creative.
You can be a little creative, and you can go to these and you can say, I need to find a green that matches each one of these colors, and it'll tell you how much of it that you're going to need, and you can fill in your own.
So what are these numbers?
That's the Kona order. That's the Kona color number. That's just a Kona code. So that's a good question. All right, so they'll show you all. Look at how many fabrics you're going to get. 70 fabrics.
Wow.
In this.
Wow.
All right, this is another one that I keep out when I'm working because I'll come across, sometimes I organize mine by color. And so when I'll put all my blues, my scraps. Usually I have all my big fabrics in alphabetical order, and then I have some scraps. So if I have some left over from where I've cut, and I need an A, and I'm not sure what A is. And so
this is your little
this is my little cheat code that I say, oh, it's spa blue, I'm looking for a blue. Or, MT, what's MT? That's mustard. I'm looking for my oranges. So this will help me to know. It also lists how big it is so I can
So you can look in the right section fabric.
Because there's so many pretty
This is a really pretty quilt.
It is. All right. And then we have an assembly guide, and I'm going to talk about this a little bit later to see how we're going to make these blocks.
Okay.
So but they'll have an assembly guide, and we'll walk through. The other thing that they have in this is our cut guides. And this will show you exactly how you're going to cut this. So if you're looking at your gold, so your gold, nicely labeled, it's this fragment.
Right there, gold.
And you're going to use 2 pieces out of this. And your first piece is going to be in block C3. So your second block is going to be in C6. So those are going to be those eyes, right? That's probably where those. So you know where to go and how. It's a general guide about where you're going to cut. This isn't to scale. It's just for reference.
Okay.
So some people don't even use the cut guide, but it's nice to say where is this even
That
going
one's
to
going
go?
to be for there. And then I
And
know.
those are the blocks.
Okay.
It will list the blocks. So this piece is going to be in block C3, and this piece is going to be in block C6.
Okay.
Pretty straightforward.
Yeah, I think so.
Got it?
Yeah.
So and they'll do that for every single color.
Okay.
So look at this one.
Wow.
That's going to be used a lot.
This
The Regal.
that's going to cover all of these ones.
And you're going to have plenty of fabric. I promise.
Okay.
I promise. I promise. You'll have
Okay,
plenty
I'm
of fabric.
trusting you.
Here is another fragment, and you're going to use it in 3 different blocks. So this is just a nice guide.
Okay, so
It's
these aren't the ones we're actually going to cut with.
No.
Okay.
All right, and then we get to your pattern. And these are and it's printed on newsprint, which
Okay.
makes it, if you know anything about foundation paper piecing, I know Caterpillar does a lot of
We do.
videos on
Yes.
foundation paper piecing.
Yes.
Because your products work so well with foundation paper
Oh, they
piecing.
do.
They are amazing.
Great.
They're game changers. So you guys do a lot of videos. I'm not gonna walk through foundation paper piecing, but I will walk through
Okay.
the blocks.
Great. Perfect.
So let's see if we don't have any questions. So I will copy this
Okay.
and keep this in case you need to, if you make a boo-boo, or if you want to make it again. If you want to make it again,
Oh, that's
you
true.
definitely want to. And like I did, I told you I made 2 Krakens. So
So it was good to have
Yes.
that backup.
yes, and a lot of times I do make 2 because I'll use 1 for classes and then I give 1 away.
Oh,
So-
well, that's very generous of you.
The last thing, quilters are the most generous.
They
people.
really are.
They really are.
They really are.
I know that the woman who taught me how to quilt, she kept inviting me over to her house, and she never charged me anything, and she said, when are you coming next? When are you coming next? And quilters are so generous. It's so wonderful
so
to be
great.
part of this community. So we are givers. We want to share.
Yes.
People ask me all the time, do you sell your quilts? And I say, no, but I'll teach you how to make one. And I'll teach you how to make this.
Okay,
You don't need
I'm
to.
excited.
And
Looks
then-
like we have a question
Oh,
real
yes.
quick. Does Legit Kit offer any foundation
Sure.
paper piecing
Yes.
video tutorials
So-
for beginners?
There on your Don't Panic card, there is a QR code that will take you to some videos
Okay.
specific to Legit Kits, but also in your foundation paper piece user guide, it will also walks through it step by step. It'll
Oh, great. Okay.
there's some here. It'll walk through foundation. Look on your light board,
Look at that.
and then it will give you some ideas for some other
okay.
resources. So yes, we'll direct you, or you can take a class. We're going to talk a little bit about
Classes.
certified instructors and
Yes.
classes and what you can get, and they're really fun.
Well, and I've noticed there's like a Facebook group that kind of
Yes.
talks about the process. People
Yes.
will go on, ask questions, kind of help each other out
They
in
do.
the community.
They do. So yeah, join the Legit Kits Facebook group. On the Legit Kits Facebook group, you can also see all of the shows that they're going to be at. If you want to see some of these quilts in person,
Oh, that's right. Because you
So-
have instructors all over the country.
all over the country, and you can reach out to me and I can help you find an instructor, or I'm going to give away a free class at the end, I think, of our.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
So
exciting.
anybody that's local can get
All
entered into a
right.
free class.
So stay tuned. We'll talk
Yes.
about that in a few minutes.
All right.
So we have a question.
Yes.
Which Caterpillar tool do you find to be the best to use with your foundation paper piecing?
Well, this mat. So I
You can turn it on.
Yeah, let's turn it on.
Yeah.
So the Caterpillar mat, and I love that it has different settings, because like when it's dark, or depending on what I'm doing and what I can see, I love the different settings.
Sure.
But I take this to my class all the time. I have the mini I take to my classes, and I was demonstrating something one time, and I had my fabric out, or I had my blocks. It was so funny. So I was demonstrating on my mat, and I have a camera that I bring. So I have a camera here, and it projects.
Oh, so your students
So
can see what you're working
I'm working here, but they can see from the camera view. And I pulled something back, and I did my little thing, and I went to cut, and someone said, stop. And I said,
Yeah.
And she said, you're going to cut on your light board. And I said, oh, no.
I can cut on
I
my
can
light
cut
board.
on my light board, and wait till you pull the glass out and try to iron on it. Then they really freak out. So I love the Caterpillar. They love the Caterpillar light board. I love the different colors the
light settings.
brightness.
Right.
And that my mat's here, and I've had to reorder my mat because I use it all
yeah,
the time.
Yeah, but we do offer replacement mats.
Yes.
So
Oh, but it was so funny because don't cut on your light. And then iron on your glass. It's really nice. So these are great.
So I'll pull out the glass piece and
Yeah.
show you what Becky's talking about here. This is our tempered piece of glass that you can use on top of the light. And this will take the heat of an iron. So you can put all your pieces there and press them while you're on top of your light board.
Isn't that crazy?
It's great.
With the light underneath. I also use my Caterpillar for applique. It's amazing for applique.
Okay.
A lot of the patterns, I've done some Judy Niemeyer, and they have them outlined on the paper, but you have to place them exactly right.
Oh, the light's got to be so
is
useful for that.
Amazing.
Great.
So multiple uses, but for FPP especially. Well, I want to see some quilts now that we've talked about.
Yeah, let's see some quilts.
Let's see some quilts. So we have, like I said, there's this revolutionary approach to block making, and we have a one block quilt. Do you have my one block fiddle? It's just in its own. All right.
That's okay.
Here it is.
Oh,
I
we had it hiding. There we go.
All right, here. This is our one block Bitto. It's Bit of Flamingo. That's why we call it Bitto.
Okay.
We teach this in a class because if you can do this, once you've done this, you can do this. You can.
Okay.
So if you can make one block, then you can make 64.
Okay.
I promise you
I'm
can,
trusting
because
you.
there's nothing different. So if you look at our flamingo here, it's this little guy right here. You see
Okay.
how-
Yeah, so the piece you made is just right in the center right here. Okay.
That's why I love these guides, because you can see exactly what you're working on. We also have 4 block quilts, and we teach these a lot in classes. Do you have our bluebird, Sydney? Our bluebird.
There we go.
This is a 4
this
block
is so
quilt.
cute. It's just little. Backwards.
He's a baby, and this is just 4 blocks. So we separate it into 4, and you can.
Here we go. We'll zoom in on this a little bit. Look at that. I can see the 4 blocks.
The 4
in there.
blocks, and we just break them apart and do one piece at a time,
And then just put them all together.
put them all together.
Okay.
We also have 16 block quilts. Can you get our little bear out? Let's get our little bear. He's a pretty easy guy. I made him in a week. This is our 16 blocks.
Oh, look how cute he is.
So you can, again, see these blocks. Individual blocks, one at a time, and then
It's like a puzzle.
it is. Oh, we're going to talk about puzzles later.
Oh,
so
okay.
do you like jigsaw puzzles?
I do like
I
jigsaw
love jigsaw
puzzles.
puzzles. And then we have our big 64 blocks. Cindy, pull us out, maybe Sail Away.
This one's my favorite.
Oh, Sydney's
Okay,
favorite.
Sydney's favorite.
Looks like I'm going to have to make another one. Huh?
I'll try to be really tall here so you all can see this.
This
That's
is
beautiful too.
It is. They're stunning. And in person, they just take
Look
your
at the
breath
colors.
away.
The colors are so vibrant.
Yes. Color is very important to Mike. He wants to use all the colors, and so it's always really fun.
Looks like we have another question. What is your favorite method for quilting and on your finished FPP quilt top?
I usually send my legit kits out because they show. So I send them to a long arm quilter, usually because I don't have a lot of confidence in my own quilting. I will show you one I quilted. Let's pull out Shrooms.
Okay.
Shrooms is another example of a lot of color. And when I saw Shrooms, it was kind of this psychedelic feel. And so I quilted it with neon green thread, and I just kind of went all crazy. So I did quilt this. I did quilt this on my home machine, and I don't know
Oh, look at that.
neon green thread, but
Oh, we could probably zoom in right here. You can see that
Yeah.
that's neon green.
Yeah.
I love that.
so this little, and that was kind of fun. So, and I will quilt some of them, but most
So
of
you
them
did that. That's beautiful.
I send to my favorite long armor. She's my
Okay.
local neighbor.
Well, you do a good job.
Oh,
I don't think you should be intimidated.
All right. I did want to talk a little bit about block construction. So I
Okay.
told you about these blocks, but now I need to show you how to make them.
Okay.
So I showed you that first one, which was just one piece. And I'll show you how I use my light board.
Okay.
So
That'd be
let's
great.
do a close-up of. So when I get ready to make a block, I will lay my block out, and I
Okay.
will get all my colors together. So for this particular
So you
block,
need 3 colors on this block, right?
periwinkle, blue
Okay.
jay, and corsage.
Okay.
So I get all of my fabrics together and I put them in order. So my first one's periwinkle.
Okay.
And this is where I'm going to lay it out on my Caterpillar. And I usually just fold along this line, right? And this is what I love. I love that I can cut. I'll cut right there. And that's my 1/4 inch seam.
Okay.
So on the underside
it's
of your
that
fabric,
easy.
it's that easy.
Okay.
And then, so then I'm going to add my blue jay. And I can see right from this mat, I fold it over, and I'm trying to cover this entire area from
Okay.
here to here and here to here. So I lay out my blue jay, and I can see, oh look, I have my white here, so it's not going to be enough.
So you have to
Like
move
this,
it over.
You
Okay.
see that?
I do.
And now I can see I have full coverage underneath here. So we're going to plop that over. We're going to sew on this line, just basic foundation paper piecing
Okay.
into the seam allowance. And then you get your little glass mat out and you can press it open, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll do the same thing for your CJ. You'll come over and you'll just make sure that you've got good coverage underneath that. So that's going to end up making this block. So
Okay,
I've already
let's
made
see.
that block.
Wow.
You see?
Okay, I see that. So you leave just a bit of a 1/4 of an
Yeah,
inch.
that when I fold that back, I already have my 1/4 inch seam.
Okay.
And then when I line up my blue jay, my next piece, because we sew in order, like we mentioned earlier,
right.
I'm going to add my number 2
Right on the very end.
right
Okay.
on the edge. And now my 1/4 inch seam is already in there.
Okay, so you just take this whole piece right here and you just
Over to my sewing machine.
sew it
And then we sew on the line.
Okay.
And then we're going to press that open.
And it will look
And
like
it will look
this.
just like this.
Okay.
So simple.
It's
You
pretty
can do that, Keisha.
Okay. I'm
You
going to
can
try
do
it.
Sydney. I know. Sydney comes and helps me at my classes all the time. She's a pro. She could explain it. I don't know. We haven't done much, but she
No.
could explain it. So
I
that's
could tell you how to do
this
it.
is your one block approach. And some of the blocks, like I said, when you start with the easy blocks. There's also this product, which Legit Kit sells, that is the exact size of your
Okay,
block.
so that's like a template for each
so
block.
yeah, and it's also a cutting. So once I have finished this block, I can trim all the way around that.
I can see how the light board's going to help
The
with
light
that.
board is amazing.
Because you can see exactly where you're
When
cutting.
when I'm somewhere and I don't have my light board, I think, oh,
Why
that
did
in-
I leave
put
the
that in
house
my-
without my
Mhm.
light board?
so then you just trim that. And Sydney, why don't you lift up your sail away, the sail away. All right. So this, I need it tight at the top. This is this piece right here. See that?
Oh, wow, look at that.
That's all this is.
Okay.
One block
It's just
at a time,
broken
one
down
at a
into
time.
smaller
All right.
pieces. That's
So
great.
I did want to spend a little bit of time talking about how to assemble if it's not a one piece, right?
Okay,
Because you're going to come across blocks that are multiple pieces.
sure.
So I have one of those blocks here. So this is our
That's the one piece.
this is
Oh.
and this is our second piece. You
Oh,
see?
okay. So it cut off right there, but you're going
Right.
to match it right up in there.
Right.
Okay.
So this I want to kind of show you just how we're gonna join this. So I have finished this block. I have all my colors.
Mm-hmm.
Right. One of the things that I always tell my class participants, count how many fabrics you have, and then turn it over and count how many fabrics you have here.
So they match.
Because like last night, I was making this block,
Uh-huh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I flipped it over, and my blue jay was long enough that it covered the spot.
Oh, so you forgot to see the
So
little
I
six
didn't.
there.
So I
Okay.
thought I was done because I had just done my 5th, and then I turned it over and I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because I didn't have this guy, and I went.
Something's
"Something's
wrong.
wrong." So I always say to count.
Good.
It will
It's a
save
good
you.
double checker.
It is because sometimes you're adding things. Maybe you'll start here and you have to add on both sides.
Okay.
So I always count. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I can trim.
Okay.
Let me make sure I get all my.
Pins out of the way.
So we're gonna just trim on our awesome light board.
Wow, look
I
at
love
that.
it. I know. So slick.
Just seems like the accuracy is so much better.
You can see everything. Yes. But
How
and I'm
easy.
not damaging my light board.
No, the light board's fine
No.
under there.
All right, so I have these pieces and they're lined up. Okay, so for Legit Kids patterns, we have what we call these magic white lines. And where they meet, those points, we're going to match them up. We call this pin and point.
Okay.
So I'm going to put my pin right here where that matches up.
Right there on the corner of that.
And then I'm going to put it right through on this side.
Okay.
All right, just like that.
So then you know you're going to
So
be lined
then
up.
you know you're going to be exactly lined up. And then you go to this side and you do the same thing. So I'm going to put a pin
right in those corners.
Right in those corners. And and it comes right through where I have another method I like to add. This is just extra protection.
Okay.
These clover clips have 1/4-inch seams on them, or 1/4-inch seam line on them.
Okay, I see
and
that.
I like to put it there where I've pinned.
Just right in the corners there?
Right in the corner where I've pinned. And then I can take my pins out if I want to, because I don't like to get poked. But and then I put them at anything that I'm going to join. No. Anytime you're going to have a join, because when you're making this, you're going to come all the way down. You want these joins to look really nice.
Yeah.
Right?
And to have them line up.
And to have them line up.
Right where they're supposed to hit.
So one of the tricks that I use is to use these 1/4-inch lines on the clover clips and line them up, because then when I open this up, and then they should be on the 1/4-inch on both sides. When I open it up, I can check that join. Look at how beautiful that join is. Oh,
wow.
Do you see that?
Can you guys see that if we lift it up just a little bit? Look at that.
That join.
That's perfect.
And this mimics your sew line so that you don't have to unpick it if it's wrong. Right? How many of us have sewn it and opened it up and said, that's not right?
Right, unpick.
This is like a cheater because you don't have to sew it. It's a little bit of an extra step, but that join, look at how beautiful that's going to look there.
Yeah, that's very beautiful.
So, and I have a finished block, since we won't sew it here.
Yeah.
But you can see how these.
Wow. Let's see if we can lift that up a little bit to see that. Look at that. Look how that joins. So nice and clean.
Do you want to lift up our sail away quilt? We'll find out where these go. Isn't this so fun?
It is fun.
You can do this, Keisha. Can't
yeah,
you?
I
Come
think
a
so.
little bit this way, Sydney. So we've got this one that we did that was here, right here, and then we have this one that's here.
Wow. Two pieces of the puzzle.
You can see when you put them together, they're gonna.
Oh, they match the quilt right there.
So we'll do it the same way.
Beautiful.
So I would turn this over.
Okay.
And I would
put your little clips
put
there.
My little pins in.
Pins first.
I'm going to pin where that meets, and I'm going to pin where this comes out. Those magic white lines. That way, all your angles are going to be perfect. Did I lose my other pins? Here we go.
Mike really thought of everything.
Good. Isn't this nice? So then we use those to anchor. And then if you make a mistake and you open it up and it isn't, well, that's pretty. I try to make it pretty. I try to make it.
Even when you try to make a mistake, you can't.
No, I do. But, even if it's not, then you just adjust it.
Adjust it before you sew.
Perfect. But then,
there you go. It's beautiful.
So let's talk a little bit about assembly. I brought my Kraken. Do you want to grab me my old Kraken? My one that's not finished.
Yep. She'll find it over there.
She's going to find it.
There it is.
Okay.
In progress.
Oh, what was inside of it? I need the thing that was inside. There was something inside.
Are we looking down here where you've got it?
All right. We're going to go upside down here.
Okay.
Okay. So while she looks for the pieces. So this is half of our Kraken. All right. Sydney, you hold with Keisha. And I will pull out these blocks. So in traditional quilting, you're going to sew blocks together in these rows. That's not how we're going to do it in Legit Kits, because we want to keep everything as small as we can so that you can focus on those joins, and because you want these to be so pretty. And sometimes if you're going to do a whole row at a time, you're going to lose some of that.
Okay.
So this is how we sew in Legit Kits. I showed you the 2 sail away blocks. Mm-hmm. We sew them in pairs first. So we start with these singles. Let's do this. We start with 2 singles, and we line them up, and we're gonna match these up, and we sew them in pairs. So then we're gonna end with this pair, these two, and then we're gonna sew the pairs into quads. And here's a quad.
Okay.
That way you have complete control over all of your joins,
Right.
and you're just working with small blocks. So when you look at this Legitsalot or this Kraken and you're overwhelmed and you think, what in the world? But we're just going to do one block.
And then
so you're going to sew pair, and then quads. And then when you do your quads, you're going to do your two quads and your two quads to make 8. And then you're going to do your 8 to make 16. And the longest seam that you will sew in a legit kit is this seam right here. That's it.
Right in the middle.
You're going to sew 2 halves together.
Okay.
Because I'm going to make quads and then 8s and then 16s until I have that. So
wow.
Step by step.
Okay. That's
very
pretty,
easy.
That's pretty simple.
And that's all explained in your guide that's in your kit.
Okay.
That'll lay all of this out.
And you go through that when you teach your classes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. We go through. It's so fun. Let's do our classes, Sydney.
Okay.
Let's do our 3
Got a quick question
Yes.
for you. How many paper piecing quilts have you made in total? We love them all. They're all beautiful.
Well, legit kits, they have just over 65 designs,
Mhm.
and I have over 36 of them, I think.
Wow.
And I've made several of them twice or more.
Wow.
So this is our class series. So these used to be class exclusive. So if you take a class, these are what we started teaching with, and they are usually class exclusive for a year, and then Mike will release them, and then we'll do another one for a year. So this is our class exclusive this year. This is Hazy Hills West, Hazy Hills Central, and Hazy Hills East. So
this is the one going on right now.
This is the one going on. You have to take a class to get this kit.
Okay.
But if you can look at our cute little sticker here, it's a triptych, and this goes all the way across.
Oh.
So if you see, can you see that mine match up?
They do.
Mine match up.
Yes, they do.
Let's put this over.
Okay.
So this is what we teach you, and these can get pretty detailed. They're 4-block quilts, but they get pretty intricate. You can see.
Yeah.
So we start easy. We start with very easy pieces,
Okay.
and once you get that, then we move into a little bit more difficult, a little bit more not difficult, just intricate.
Intricate.
They just get smaller. The pieces get a little bit smaller. The colors just kind of come through. So these are our
wow.
Isn't this fun?
This would be a fun class to take.
They're so fun. And people, they feel so accomplished when they finish their 4 blocks. And they think, oh, it's only 4 blocks. But this 4 blocks, this is 330 pieces.
Wow.
And 40 colors. So
it is more intimidating than this cute little quilt.
Yeah.
When you start.
But you feel so accomplished because you know that you've put every single one of those pieces in, and you have something beautiful, and you know that once you finish this quilt, you can make any legit kits, and you won't see anything new that you haven't seen in this.
Right. Okay.
So if you take a class, if you're intimidated,
I think I might take a class. And then
you can make Sir Legit's a
I'll
lot.
start right here. Do you have any tips for managing the bulky seams with intricate pieces?
Yes, and we go over that in our classes.
Okay.
There's several things that you can do to eliminate those bulky seams. One of them is to use those little starch pens. We put the starch pens on, and when you put your iron on, it lays it flatter.
Okay.
So if you can see on these, that's a great question. These I just made. I don't know if you can see. I don't know how close up we can get anything, but
we can lift up the board. Oh, there we go.
Look at how flat that is. I use the anchor pen or the acorn pen.
Okay.
The acorn pen on this, and it just lays. Look at how nice it lays.
Yeah, that is very.
I
nice
also
flat.
use a clapper. Clappers help.
Okay. What is a clapper?
A clapper, a tailor's clapper. It's a sewing tool. It's a sewing notion. Your grandmother would know what it is. Just a wooden little tool that when you put your iron on, and then you remove it and you clap it on top, and it holds that heat in, and it will help flatten your seam.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And I have seen mallets. I haven't actually used one that you can.
Oh, like you can just get some aggression out. Okay.
Little rubber mallets, and that will also help. But the way that they lay out their patterns, they try to keep bulk away. Sometimes we do sew seams open, to reduce that bulk right there. But if you feel that, that's not actually that.
No, it's not. It looks bulkier than it actually is.
So it lays pretty flat. But sometimes you are going to have, especially with these little pieces, you are going to have a little bit of bulk.
Sure, because there's a lot of seams in here.
But it's a dynamic quilt, so you want to,
you want some texture.
Yes. All right. Any more questions?
Great. Well, you were talking about the class. Do you want to talk about this?
Let's talk. Yes.
Okay.
So I'm going to give away a free class. Anybody who's local, I'm going to give away our kit, our Hazy Hills West kit, our class kit, and a free class. So
that's great.
If you're registered,
local
stay tuned.
to Utah.
Local to Utah, and Bethany will be announcing that.
Yes,
later.
Bethany will be taking care of all the giveaways, but this class would be really fun because it's exclusive for classes right now.
That's right. That's right. And one of the things that we talk about in classes, which everybody loves, is organization. So we'll teach you how to organize all your kits and your fabric. And because, like I said, somebody will be there to help you. We'll make sure that you get your get your quilt finished. We want people to finish quilts. We don't want them to sit.
No.
I know a lot of times we do things and they sit. We don't
want to be a collector. We want to be a doer.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Do you have any other questions about? I did want to do the jigsaw. I did do the jigsaw. Let's do a jigsaw puzzle. Okay.
Okay, so we're going to put this together. Let's see, C1. C right there.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay. All right. Right there.
Perfect.
This one. Look at this is literally like a puzzle.
It is a puzzle.
This is great.
All right. And one of the things
I did my first one.
I know. I want to emphasize this. You just did them in order. You took SM, you took Storm, number 1, you added Nautical, and then you added Grizzly, that's QG, and that's your piece.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
That's the first piece.
And that's
put
A,
together.
right?
Okay.
And then you did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's C. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's C. It's just ABCs
so
and 1, 2, 3.
Go in order.
Which we know.
One piece
and
at a
then
time.
you follow the guide, and the guide will tell you right here. The first thing you're going to do is sew B to C. So this is your first join. So you're going to put that.
Okay.
And then it will tell you to do D to E, which is your next join.
That's great.
And then A, and then you're going to do A.
Okay. Laying this out like this for me, Becky, is a little less intimidating.
You're just
so
ABC 1, 2, 3.
Great.
And you're making a puzzle,
This
and then
is
you've
great.
got your block, and you can look to see where your block goes.
Okay. Let's hope I can do this. All right, you guys, thank you so much for spending this hour with us. We really appreciate having Becky and Sydney here, our little Vanna. Thanks for watching all the 3 days. We're so excited. Hopefully you've registered and you're going to be entered into win these beautiful kits. We've got a lot of great giveaways. Stay tuned. There's more to come. And thank you again for coming.
Keisha.
Thank you for having us. We appreciate it. And happy crafting.
All right. So you just heard from Becky and Keisha and Sydney from the Utah office. Yes, that was pre-recorded. So I apologize for a little bit of the audio issues with our microphones. They were holding up all these beautiful quilts. And so I think it just kind of interfered a little bit, but thank you for your patience. The joys of going live and doing things like this, you just kind of never know what's going to happen. But from the looks of the chat, you guys saw so much. You loved the demo so much. I know you had a lot of questions. Keisha and Becky were both in the chat answering a lot of those questions. I answered a few and dropped some links as well. Now I am going to bring Melody on. Melody, you ready? I hope so, because here you are.
I'm here. I'm ready. Oh my gosh. I'm going to make one of those.
I know.
Like, I feel like I can.
I went to their website to get the link to put it in the chat. And then I found myself back on the website scrolling through all of the kits going, which one? It's so hard to pick.
It's so hard to pick. And I mean, I mentioned earlier this morning when we were talking about Legit coming on that I am across from them a lot of times at expos and quilt shows and things like that. Keisha and I usually travel together. So side note, if you guys come to an expo, come say hi to us. But we stare at these quilts and we stare at all of them. They have the Statue of David, which is phenomenally beautiful in person.
Yes.
This Sir Legit's a lot was brand new last year at Paducah. They had it done for the first time there, and we saw it that first time there. I want to make that one. I want to make the dragon. I want to make the Skulliver. I want to make like the car. I want to make so many of them that and
the Statue of David has a front and a back. So you can't just do one side. You have to do both. They're
have to do both.
amazing. If you can ever see them in person at a show or anything, I highly recommend you go check them out. Someone asked, can you get a kit without the fabric? Yeah, they do
Yes.
sell the kit with just the papers. And then some are sold with the fabric. So you can look at their website and see what all they have. So some people will get the kit and make it with the fabrics that come with it. And then they may like she said, make a copy of your pattern, and then they'll make it again with other fabrics of their choice.
Yes.
So yeah, you can do it for sure. So anyways, we are going to announce a VIP winner. Now, this is for a local class in Salt Lake City, Utah, to take a class specifically with Becky. Becky is one of many of their educators. So Legit Kits has certified educators for their kits all over the country, and they travel and stuff too. So go to their website, look for their class schedules. I think I don't know exactly where it is. It's somewhere on there with the educators, so you can see who they all are and see where they're going to be. And if you want to schedule a class in your community, maybe reach out to Legit Kits and see if you can get something scheduled in your community if you don't see it on their calendar. But anyways, Becky is going to be teaching a class in Salt Lake City. And so we decided she wanted to give away a kit specifically for one of our VIP members in that area. And so we have a winner, but this is the kit. And these are only available.
This is the kit right here. And this is one of the reasons, like, I'm really kind of sad I can't be a VIP because I'm local here. I'm here.
I know. Well, I mean, I'm in Nashville. I work for Caterpillar. I could just coordinate it with a work trip, right?
With the work trip. I mean, we could try work on that. Someone else, I saw someone I apologize, I forgot who said it. They were like, can I just like relocate to Utah for like a week and then go back home? And I mean, yes. Yeah. So
I know.
This is so great to be able to go do the class.
Well, in these small kits, these are class only kits.
Right.
And so when you sign up for a class, there's the kit fee and then there's like to take the class, right? And so this bundle, this giveaway is for the kit and the class fee. So there's no cost to you if you win to take this class with Becky and learn hands-on. Their classes are in person. I saw a lot of questions are they online? Are they in person? Where are they? They're in person because to be able to get hands-on in-person training on foundation paper piecing is so valuable, especially with these kits. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but these kits are some of the most detailed, organized like kits for foundation paper piecing that I have ever seen.
They are.
Ever seen. Okay.
Hey, before you announce, I say that we go a little rogue.
Oh.
I'm going to say that whomever wins this, because we got to send this to them, right? We're sending the kit to them so they have it before the class, right?
Yeah.
I think we're going to send a mini light board also.
Oh, wow. So
they can have that for the class.
Oh, perfect. And then the whole class is going to be jealous of their mini light board.
Yeah. Because that's really what we try to do is make our friends jealous.
Oh, yeah. With all of our fun tools and toys.
That's what we try to do. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Melody.
So we're going to do that for the winner.
Awesome. Okay. So this person is going to win not only the local VIP class, or the VIP member of our event is going to win a local class, the kit, and a mini elite board. And that winner our local VIP winner is Arnell, who is in Salt Lake City. So Arnell, congratulations. You signed up for our VIP membership. You just happened to be in Salt Lake City. So we went through all of our Salt Lake City friends and picked a VIP member from that area since it is a local prize. And so congratulations to Arnell on winning that legit kit. How amazing is that? Oh my goodness. I'm so excited for you. And I may just sign up for the class too and just schedule a work trip around it.
I think we should have like a Caterpillar class day and we should all go and
Everybody
do it.
From Caterpillar go.
I think all the guys should try it too. I think Jack needs to try it. I think Nathan needs to try it. I think everyone needs to do it. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Congratulations, Arnell, on winning that local prize. I know we all want to relocate to Salt Lake City right now.
There's a lot of fun stuff that happens here, guys, in the quilting world. We got lots of fun things here.
They do.
Yeah.
They have a lot of fun. Okay, so we have a couple things left. Couple big things left.
Yeah.
So one, I'm going to do a spin to win in just a second. But then coming up after that, I'm going to have Melody go over our all-in sewing bundle, because our all-in sewing bundle is our grand prize to one of our VIP members.
We're going to do that at the very, very end. So don't leave. Stay here.
Oh my gosh. But
yes,
we also have 2 more legit kits to give away, which is, by the way, these 2 legit kits right here that we're giving away. One is the Kraken that you saw in the demo. You have the other one there?
I do, but I just want to do this really quick because this is like 4.5
it's a lot of
fabric. Like this is like, it's heavy. Dude. This is, look at, this is awesome.
Yeah.
And then I also have, I think we're going a little rogue from what my notes say, but that's okay.
What? That's it?
No, it is, but I thought this was with the all-in bundle for the grand prize. With it.
They're individual.
Nope. Okay. All right.
We got a winner for each.
Okay.
So this is the mare and foal. I always say it wrong.
Foal.
Sorry, I'm from the South. We drag out our vowels. It's the mama horse and the baby horse.
The mama and the baby. Like this is it's so cute.
Both
Can I sign up to be a VIP really fast?
I know, right? Both of these kits, by the way, they're bigger quilts and they're valued at $419 each.
Yeah.
So these are huge prizes. So we'll give away each of these plus our all-in sewing bundle right after Melody goes over all of the all-in sewing bundle. I want her to have a chance to kind of show you everything that comes. This is our biggest bundle. This is the one from Caterpillar that people kind of reach for the most when they want to set themselves up for success for any type of sewing, like all the different things we've talked about this week at the event. So
before I do that, didn't Legit Kits share a coupon code with us to share with our viewers?
Mm-mm.
I think they did.
No, I went through my emails.
Okay, hold on.
If they sent it to you, I didn't get it.
No, they didn't send it to me. We'll find that out. I'm going to find that out.
Yeah. Find out.
Stay tuned because we'll find that out and we'll let you know because I think they mentioned it on their Facebook page yesterday also, but
yeah, I didn't see that. So if they did, if Keisha or Becky,
Keisha's going to find out right now. Keisha's going to.
Becky just said it's the code's cut. But what is the percentage off and how long does it run for, Becky?
So the discount runs through the end of the month.
Okay.
Right? That's what my notes just says. I don't know how much the discount is yet.
We'll find out because what I did is I put all of the codes for everything for this entire week from all of our presenters. We're going to go over all of those at the end so that everybody can take a note of all of the discount codes, how long they're good for, what they're good for, where to use them at. So Becky says it's 10% off until the end of the month with the code Caterpillar.
There we go.
I will add that. And
Thank you, Becky.
All of it. Thank you so much, Becky. That was so kind. So what I'm going to do is pass this over to Melody to go over our all-in bundle, and then I'll be back and we'll do the rest of the discounts and the
giveaways. Okay,
beautiful. The 3 final giveaways. All right.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, Bethany. Thank you. I love that there's a discount because I don't have to. Because I couldn't sign up as a VIP to win one because I work here. I told you I almost quit my job just so I could sign up and win stuff. But now I can use my discount code. Woo-hoo, I'm excited. Okay, guys, we're coming into the home stretch, but I want to tell you a couple of things. We are going to stay here with you guys as long as you need us to. So give us all of your questions. I know as you've been asking questions throughout the day, Bethany's been jotting them down. We're going to go over all of them in just a little bit. But now we're coming to the end and it's a bittersweet thing. We're exhausted here, but we are also invigorated with having such a fun event the last few days. You guys have been so wonderful to join us. And this is our Big Daddy bundle that we've got that I'm going to show you. So I want you guys to I'm sure that you have been putting items in your carts as we've been talking about them throughout the week. This is the time to go look in your cart, see what you've got there, see if some or all of the items or what is in this all-in bundle. Switch it to the all-in bundle because you're going to get the best deal on this bundle right now. So go to Caterpillar.com, look up all-in sewing bundle. And this is the thing. So I went a little rogue on this. Again, Nathan's not in here, so I can tell you guys what I did. All of our bundles are discounted at about 5% all the time. This all-in sewing bundle is discounted at 15% on the website. You can also use your coupon code with it. So you can use your March Live coupon code and get an additional 15% off, or you can use your VIP coupon code and get an additional 20% off on the all-in bundle. This is the last day of the event, guys. This is the time, all the stuff that's in your shopping cart, this is the time to do it. I'm telling you, if you put in some of these items in your cart, take them out, put in this bundle, because you're going to get extra discounts on it. So what is this bundle? What we did was we put together a bundle to just deck out your sewing room, deck out your studio, deck out your craft room with anything and everything you could possibly need to do all of your crafting. So I'm going to tell you about each of the items. We're going to show them all. They're all here they're all here. Look at all this stuff. Like all of this stuff it's so amazing. So the first thing that's included in the all-in sewing bundle is our Caterpillar Glow Ultra. So our Ultra is our biggest light board. It is 19 inches by 26 inches. And the mat that comes with this one comes all the way to the edge of the board. So you can cut that full 26-inch length on this one when you're cutting your pieces. This is my favorite one to square my pieces up on. You can lay a fat quarter out on this. We made it big enough to make sure that you can lay your fat quarter out on it and have all the space that you need. Look at that. Like this, you can cut all of your stuff right on top of this board. So it also has 4 levels of light. So that multiple light level is so great. It's so bright. Half the time I use it on one of the dimmer levels because it is almost too bright to use. So you can use it just on the board here. On the board here is where you can do your pattern tracing for paper piecing, for applique, foundation paper piecing that we just learned about with Legit Kits. You can lay several of your blocks out on here, make sure everything is all lined up. You can do all of that on here. And then you can cut your fabric out on top of the mat. The mat has that texture on the back, so it doesn't slide around on here while you're using it. So you can use any rotary cutter or any X-Acto knife, any cutting utensil you can use right on here. So it is super fantastic. Now, this is more for like your stay-at-home tabletop version of your light board. We also know that, you got to travel sometimes. So also included in the all-in bundle is the Glow Elite Mini light board. So the mini one is our first one that is made with the back that is molded. And it has 3 levels of light or 4 levels of light in it. And it also comes with the translucent cutting mat that is textured on the back. So it won't slide around when you're using it. This is the one that Bethany and I keep talking about, how we throw it in our purse or in our carry-on bag. We take it on the airplane so that we can have crafts because we can't sit still. So you can plug it into the little TV socket, the outlet, or down on the chair. And you can do diamond art on here. You can trace embroidery patterns on here. You can do all this kind of stuff because this one is so lightweight. So the Glow Elite Mini is included in the all-in bundle as well. Now, that's not all. There's more. You also get a set of the magnets included with this bundle. So you can hold your projects down on your Glow Elite Mini while you're working on it. Now, we don't want the big Ultra to be left out from being magnetized. So we are also including a set of the magnetic plates. So these are the plates that you can stick on the back of any of the light boards that don't already have the magnetic plates built in. You can stick that on the back, and then that will become magnetic. So you get 6 plates and 2 magnets in this all-in bundle. Now, my gosh, if that's not good enough, because it's pretty great right there. Let me tell you what else is included. So the tempered glass mat is included as well. The tempered glass mat is the one that's made to iron on. You can also do a lot of general crafting on it. So you can do paints and inks and glues and all that stuff. It cleans up so easily. It doesn't scratch. So if you have to scrape off any of that paint or glue, it's not going to hurt the glass mat. But it will take the heat of your iron. So you can set it on your Ultra because it's made to fit in half of the lighted area of the Ultra. So you can have your ironing surface and your cutting surface on one light board. So you can do all of those things right on top of here. You can do it all together. So when you're making your Legit kits, because we're all going to get those now, you can line up your pieces, cut around it here, move it over to here, do your pressing, move back, do your trimming. You can do all of that right on the same surface. Now, that's not all that comes in it. So another product that is coming in your all-in bundle, which is the Big Daddy, the one you want to get, is the swivel rotating mat. So we talked about this a little bit the other day. The swivel is spins on a ball bearing so that you can spin it really nice and smoothly, but it also has little stoppers. It's translucent, so you can set it on top of your light and you can spin it right on top of there. And then when you put pressure on it, it is not going to continue to spin. So you can cut on this, turn it, cut, turn it, cut, turn it. You don't have to reconfigure all of your stuff. So all of that is right on here. This is fantastic. The cutting mat is also reversible. You can cut on both sides of the cutting mat, and then it's replaceable. So if you ever need a new cutting mat, you don't have to get a whole new system. You can just swap out for a new cutting mat. And as we've been kind of teasing along the week this week, you can serve your drinks on the bottom tray when you are not cutting on it. We had a party and we did that. It was great. I've used it as a charcuterie for my holiday party. It's a great little base to use. So the swivel is part of the all-in bundle as well. Now, guys, that is just not enough. So there is one more item that's in our all-in bundle. So our big flip and fold 48 cutting mat is included in our all-in bundle. So this is basically, you're getting 5 cutting mats in addition to all the other products in the all-in bundle. So this you can flip open. You can cut on all the sides. We talked about this a few times this week. And guys, it's the best cutting mat. It's the best one I've ever had because I can fold it up and I can put it away. And it is non-toxic and it is heat resistant, not to an iron, but if you leave it out in your hot car, it's not going to work. And then you can store it right on your shelf, just like that. And you don't have to leave it out. You don't have to lean it against the wall. You don't have to hide it under your bed because that's what we do with all of our cutting mats that are so big. So I'm just going to go through this one more time. I think I only have a couple minutes left. I'm not remembering exactly what our timing is because I've had so much fun. I just want to have fun. So, okay. All in bundle.
Melody, quick question. Yeah. Our bundles are always 5% off. Did you say it's 15% off? Because people are saying on the website it's only 5% off.
Well, I will fix that if it's not.
Okay. I was over going, well, it's 5% off, but if you add the 15% discount code, then that, so I thought that's what you meant. But I just wanted to clarify, there's confusion.
Yes, so I went rogue and I will fix that.
No, that's okay. Melody is great. So when I'm doing, I'll do a spin to win and she can go fix it real quick.
Yeah.
But you go through the bundle real quick. She will make sure that it goes from 5% on the all-in sewing bundle to 15%. And then you can add the discount code March Live for an additional 15%. Or if you got the VIP code in your email for signing up, you'll get 20% off, which is amazing. I don't know that we've ever done our bundles that big of a discount ever.
We've never done our bundle at that big of a discount. No. Never. So this is the thing, guys. Remember this bundle. If you've been waiting to get Caterpillar products, if you've been adding stuff to your cart and now you want to get all the things, you guys, the Glow Ultra is included in it. The 19 by 26 big tabletop one, the Glow Mini, the super lightweight portable one, the magnets in the plate so you can make both boards magnetized, the tempered glass mat that you can iron on, the swivel rotating cutting mat that is also translucent that you can put on top of your Glow Ultra, and then the flip and fold 48. Flip and fold 48, you guys. All of that stuff all together. Bethany, come in and do a spin to win. My computer's in here. I'll go grab it and fix it.
All right. I will do a spin to win and let you run and do that. So, okay. Couple questions. I'm going to do a spin to win, and then I'm going to go over all of this discounts that we have from everyone. So everybody's on the same page. Like I said, we've kind of gone, I mean, we're a little delirious at this point. It's been a crazy fun week, but what we're going to do now is a little spin to win. Who's excited? Everybody's like, y'all, this is my new identity right here, is this little wheel. Who would have thought that this would have brought me so much joy? All right. Yay for going rogue. I mean, Melody and I can't help ourselves. We have so much fun. I wish you guys could just know how much fun we're having. All right. I'm going to spin this, but if you could in the chat put a number 5, if you would give this event 5 stars because you've had so much fun. Put a number 5 in the chat if you would like to win whatever I'm going to spin. All right, let's spin it. Oh, and I'm giving away a flip and fold 48. Yes, I did add it back to the wheel after Monday, since that's all we gave away Monday. That is our very biggest flip and fold cutting mat. As Melody was saying, it is a 5-in-1 cutting mat. I am going to pick a winner for this lovely mat. I love our cutting mats so much. Because it makes it easy to store and they don't warp. It's amazing. But if you didn't know, and I'm going to go through the deals in a minute, we are doing a special on our flip and fold because I saw Leslie ask that in the chat and I didn't get to answer it yet. So Leslie and everyone else, we are doing a flip and fold special. So if you don't win it, you can still get it. The flip and fold 48, if you add it to your cart, then hold on. I got all my products stacked up behind here. Then you add the flip and fold 36 to your cart, you will get the flip and fold 36 for half off. That's like over $60 in savings. So you would basically get both of these mats. There it is. Buy the flip and fold 48, add this to your cart, the flip and fold 36, put them both in your cart, and the flip and fold 36 will automatically be half off. And then you can still use your March live code for 15% off, or if you got one of the VIP codes for signing up, that'll be in your email for 20% off. So these are crazy. And don't forget, you get free shipping over $98. Thank you for that reminder. That was on my list of things to mention. So let's pick a winner from the number 5s. I'm going to scroll through here real quick. And I'm going to close my eyes and stop. Who did I click on? Tanglewood Heels. Tanglewood Heels. Awesome. All right. Heels. I'm going to write this down. Flip and fold 48. And if you could do me a huge favor and send Melody an email, Melody, MELODEE at cutterpillar.com with your name, your mailing, shipping address, and what you won, which is the flip and fold 48, the big one. All right. That was super fun. Okay. So let's go over a couple of the deals and then I'll probably do one more of these. Should I? I mean, I know you want me to, right? Like they're super fun. Super fun. I need to get one more in. All right. So whoever's helping in the background, just know I'm going to kind of click through some banners real quick. So just bear with me. And we're going to go through these quickly. Pen and paper, get your pen and paper ready. We're going to start with day 1. Our first presenter was Missy with the little green bean. Missy is offering all of our viewers 15% off all digital patterns on her website through this Sunday, which is code SPRING15. Take a screenshot, write it down. If you take a screenshot and I'm making a funny face, please do not post that anywhere. Okay. But write this down, thelittlegreenbean.com. By the way, all of this is on our website in the blog post. I wrote a blog post for every single one of our presenters that includes any downloads that they gave us and also all of their discount codes and what links to their socials and websites. So you can learn more about them, follow them, and take advantage of that in case you missed one. They're on our website, okay? So Missy with the little green bean, she's the one that did the foundation paper piecing tutorial on day 1. All right, the next one is Cutter15 is the code for 15% off of Rona's website, which is ronatheribbeter.com. She's the one that went over perfect points for quilt piecing. She did Y seams with us, which blew my mind. And then how to sew curves for piecing, which also so many tips. I'm definitely going to go back and rewatch her lesson because there was just so many helpful tips and she's a wonderful teacher. I mean, all of our teachers have been, but if you want to go check out anything on her website, she also had that amazing quilters bucket list journal that she gave away. If you'd like to grab one of those, you can use this code. This code is good for anything on her website. So go check that out. Take a screenshot. Here's your chance. All right, ready? You got it written down. The next one is Caterpillar is the code for 30% off all patterns through March 31st with moderncharmstitchery.com. Christine from Modern Charm Stitchery presented with us yesterday morning, launched her brand new Fairy Tale Frogs quilt pattern that just launched yesterday. It's so cute, but she has so many amazing quilt patterns. She's coming out with 2 more later this year. She's wonderful. Go support her. She gave us some great tips on what goes into designing quilt patterns. So to see how she gets from her idea to her finished quilts and the designs, and now you get to make them too. And you can save 30% off through the end of this month over on her website, moderncharmstitchery.com. So take a screenshot. Here's your chance. And the next one, we had so many. Caterpillar code for 15% off through this Sunday over at SuePellinDesigns.com. Now, remember, Sue was with us yesterday and did the Applique Mastery School, and she shared so many amazing tips and her favorite tools. And you can check all of that out over on her website. She also has classes and courses online that you can take. So highly recommend that you go check out her website and use the code Caterpillar for 15% off through Sunday on her website. Okay. So go check that out. Take your screenshot real quick, write it down. All right. Next one is from this morning with Michelle with Eliso. Eliso's offering a code CP10 for 10% off. And that is either on one of their Pro Plus irons or on one of the M3 Pro Project irons. Okay. It's on one of those 2 irons. And I think there's 4 colors in each. That's like their core main colors. It does not include any of their specially branded ones with anybody else. It's just the core colors, which they're stunning. So go pick up an iron. And if you haven't written down to go clean your iron this weekend, just know that you need to, because I'm going to. So go use that. I believe it's through the end of the month. I may not have put that on there, but I think it's through the end of the month. So go use that code. Take your screenshot. Ready? All right. Next one is Caterpillar again. We love this code for 10% off legit kits through March 31st on their website. Now, some people did say that they were having some issues with the code. I did message Becky, and she said that they fixed the glitch, and just to be sure that the code has to be in all caps, just like I put here. All caps, no lowercase letters. So you should be good to go to try that code over on their website now. Thank you for letting us know. We are quick to fix things over here. It takes a village. So you can use that code Caterpillar for 10% off at legitkits.com through the end of the month. I'm going to need some time to figure out which 1s or 2s or 3s I'm going to get. I'm definitely taking advantage of that code myself. I've always wanted to do one of their kits. And that is for our, those are all the codes for our presenters. Didn't we have some amazing presenters? I mean, they're wonderful. I'm going to bring Melody back to stage. I mean, we have had the best time, but can you believe all those discounts that our presenters gave?
It's been so crazy. It's been so much fun. I have learned so much. I feel empowered to make some of these projects. Like, so much of it has been so scary for me over time. Like, foundation paper piecing is super scary for me. Like,
I mean, I do foundation paper piecing, and even the legit kits intimidated me. But after seeing Vicky go through them and everything that comes into it, I feel confident and empowered that I'm set up for success.
Yeah.
No matter where you're at in it. So I don't know about you, but can we do a quick spin to win?
Yeah, let's do a spin to win. And then we'll go through, because Bethany just went through all of our great partners that are offering all the deals and discounts. And then we'll go through ours. And then we will answer all of your questions. Any questions that you guys might have, we will answer those as well. So Bethany, spin that wheel.
Oh, I'm giving away a Flip and Fold 36.
Oh, I love this.
Fold 36, the little mini.
The Flip and Fold 36 is so cute. This is the one that I now travel with all the time. I travel with this and my mini in my little tote bag, because all 3 pieces fit in the tote bag. And there is a mini travel bundle, you guys, that's on sale on the website, where you can get all 3 pieces for a discount, plus use one of your coupon codes. So
I'm going to have you put the number 1 if you are excited for the event in June that we're going to do. Now that you've gone through this event with us, if you're excited for event number 2 in June, put in number 1 and I'll pick a winner for the Flip and Fold mini. When it first came out, Melody and I kept saying, "It's just a baby."
She's so cute. She's such a cute little baby. She's so cute. We were so excited about it. We loved it. I did.
All right. Let's pick a winner. Put a number 1 in the chat if you're going to tune in for our June event. I'm so excited.
Yeah, let it roll for a little minute, because it takes a minute for everybody to show up, because we've got a lot of fun friends here with us. We're so grateful that you guys have spent these 3 days with us. We so very much appreciate it.
Yeah. You know, I was trying to keep an eye on it, and we had over 308 people tuning in at one point during the live, which is a record for us. We are so grateful for each and every one of you that have tuned in, popped in and out every day, watch the replay. It truly means the world to us. You're definitely helping us grow our little
fun groups. Yes. Here. It's amazing. So while you guys are all putting your ones in there, I want to just let you all know and remind you all that I did fix the discount code on the all-in bundle. So it is all good to go. Someone has already ordered one. I got a notification.
Refresh your page.
Refresh the page there, Nathan. Nathan's back. He's doing it now. Yeah, refresh that.
There
wow,
it goes.
Look at that. Discounted in real time. So you can, plus you can use one of your coupon codes. You cannot stack your coupon codes, but you are stacking the discount with the code. Guys, this is the one. This is the one to, if you've been waiting to get Caterpillar products, this is the one to get. Go check your shopping carts. I know you guys are like putting things in your carts along the week. I would venture to guess 2 or 3 or 4 of these are already in your shopping cart. Erase those, put this all in there. Get it all. Get it all.
Get the most bang for your buck. I'm going to scroll through real quick. Okay.
Let's announce our winner.
I'm going to scroll and close my
Nathan.
eyes.
Oh, she's doing it.
I'm going to close my eyes and stop. Who is that? Pamela Weber. Where's my pen? Pamela Weber.
Pamela, please send me an email to melody@caterpillar.com. Melody with 2 E's with your shipping address, and remind me that you won the cute baby one. The cute baby 36 flip and fold.
He's just a baby.
She's my favorite. She's so cute. And we'll get those shipped out. We'll get all of our prizes shipped out next week.
So many prizes, but we still have more prizes.
We do have more prizes, and we still have the Big Daddy prize. We're giving away an all-in bundle today, you guys.
But you know what? I think we need to announce one of our winners for one of these legit kits that people are so excited about. Which one do you
let's do that.
Let's do the horsies.
Let's do the Kraken.
Okay, we'll do the Kraken. Let's see here. Now, this was someone that was picked from our VIP list. And the winner for the Kraken is Jessica McCloskey of Shingle Springs, California. Congratulations.
Jessica, I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous.
Melody, if she doesn't send it to you, please let me know, and I will make sure she does, because this might be one that she might want to hold on to. But Jessica, congratulations. Thank you for signing up as a VIP. We'll be sending that out to you. Thank you, Legit Kits, for that.
Amazing. Legit Kits has been such a great partner for us. They're such good people. That is so sweet that they offered this. Like this is a $419 value.
$419 value.
That's crazy. I'm so jealous. I'm just going to say, if it accidentally gets returned from Jessica's house, because if she's not home, then I'm keeping it. That's the rule. That's what's happening.
All right. You got to be home for this one, Jessica.
Yep.
Now we do have one more. You want to do the horses?
Yeah.
Let's do the horses. Let's just
Let's
knock them out. All right.
There it is. Look how cute that is.
It is the same size as the Kraken. It is also $419 value.
It's got all the fabric in it.
Everything you need to make this beautiful foundation paper piece quilt. And the winner of the I'm just going to say the mama horse and the baby horse kit is Paula Pollock from Manchester, New Hampshire.
Yay, Paula.
Congratulations.
Again, if you're not there and it doesn't, and it comes back, I'm keeping it. That's the rule.
Okay. Well, I may need to make sure that someone gets those out of Melody's office and gets them actually shipped out.
Oh, I will ship them out. But if they don't get delivered and they come back,
you're going to ship them to your own address with their name?
Accidentally. No. I'm so excited for both of you guys that won those kits. I've said, I've been eyeing them for four years. I've been watching them at shows and stuff, and I've been wanting to try one. So I'm going to have to just break down and get my own, I guess.
I know. And if our VIP winners are not here live, we will be sending them an email letting them know that they won and be sending this out to them. Yes. We still have one more grand prize to give away. But before we do, I'd like to go through all of the deals from the week for Caterpillar. Is that okay?
And then we'll answer some questions for anyone who has any questions. And Bethany has been jotting down questions throughout the day. We're going to try to get to all of your questions, right? Yeah. We're going to try to get to answer all of the questions that you guys have had. Please, any questions Rhonda's got a question for me. Flip that back, would you? Oh, Rhonda, what does my shirt say? Oh my gosh, Rhonda, this is like my favorite new shirt. So I'm just going to tell a quick story. I'll be fast. I went to QuiltCon at the end of February.
So jealous.
And Bethany the whole time was like, don't you need more help there? Don't you need more help there? She was super jealous. The booth next to me was Latifa Safir's booth. And she's one of the founding members of QuiltCon. And I teased her all week long, like, you're like famous. Like all these people kept coming to see her. But she was so very sweet. This is her design and her shirt. And it's a sewing machine that says "They Not Like Us." and it's so soft. It's so great. I love it. Anyway, I got it at
Melanie
QuiltCon.
was like, "Is it okay if I wear a t-shirt on Friday?" I said, "Well, first of all, it's Friday." And she goes, "It says something cute on it and it's sewing related." I said, "Absolutely."
Yes.
So, okay. So
there's a question quick. Again, let's do a couple of quick questions that just popped up. So if you missed anything this week, guys, we've had 3 full days. If you've missed anything, go to our YouTube channel and they are going to live there. So you can watch it at any time. The mini travel bundle already is discounted on the website at 5% off, but you can use your coupon code March Live to add 15% off to that, or your VIP code that you got in your email. It's not 15% off. The only one that's 15% off plus your coupon code is that all-in bundle. But you can get the mini travel bundle for the discounted price and then use your coupon code on that as well. So yes, you can use your March Live 15% to add to the discount on the mini travel bundle, or check your email. If you guys sign up for a VIP, those codes are in your email and you can use that one too. Not two, one or the other. You can't use both.
Now, we did also do a deal on our flip and fold. So let's run through that real quick. We have the flip and fold 48 and the flip and fold 36. If you add both to your cart, then the 36, the flip and fold 36 will be half off. Okay.
Yes.
That is amazing. And
Take
then
the banner off. Okay, never mind.
And then you can still use the March Live code.
Yeah, so you can, so when both of these are in your cart, you'll automatically get the $65 off of the mini. That will come off of your shopping cart already. So if these guys are in your cart right now, add your March Live coupon code or your VIP coupon code, and you guys get an extra discount on these because they're the best things ever. I have them both at home and I use them both all the time. And I keep them on my shelf at home too. So those are the flip and fold. So that was our special from day one.
So take a picture of this if you need to remember it for later. The next deal that we had was the original premium glow board is now $30 off. So, we came out with a new version, but the original we still have stock of, and we would love for you to take advantage of this limited time deal until our limited stock is gone.
Yes.
So that means the original premium glow board is $30 off automatically. Plus, you can stack your March Live code for 15% off, or if you have the VIP code, you can use that for 20% off on top of that. Okay.
Yes. And this is the one. Yes, this is the one, our original one that is rechargeable. So it has an internal rechargeable battery. It lasts for 4 hours. Jack, stop. It lasts for 4 hours. We've got
the banner on the screen so that they can see it.
We got too many. Everyone is trying to be here for the last little bit because we've had so much fun and everyone's doing all the things.
I know what I'm doing.
A little confused here. So the Glow Premium it has a 4-hour battery, so it's rechargeable. Plug it in. The little light changes to green when it's all good to go, and you've got 4 hours on high. It comes with the translucent cutting mat that's textured on the back, so it won't slip around. But like Bethany said, guys, this is going to end up discontinued. Like, we're not going to make this one anymore because we have the new ones. So there's a limited stock left. This is the best time to get a great deal on a great light board. I have used this one since 2017. It is going strong. It is one of my favorites. My grandson uses it. My husband uses it. Everybody uses it, and it's fantastic. So $30 off plus use your coupon codes.
The codes are good through Sunday, Terry. The codes are good through Sunday. So take advantage over the weekend, add to cart. Don't forget free shipping on orders over $98. Now, the next deal that we went through yesterday was all of our Caterpillar paper crafting tools are 30% off. So we went through several different paper crafting tools. These tools are what founded Caterpillar. These are our OG products.
Yes.
Look at Melody picking them all up.
So these are our OG paper cutting. They're amazing. Like, all of them are 30% off. Plus you can use your coupon code. If you guys are looking for a paper cutter, these are the best ones. They are smooth. They are safe. They cut up to 110-pound cardstock. They have LED light bars on them, so it will light your cutting line, so you can see exactly what you're trying to do.
Cutter with a built-in light. I'm so excited.
It's so these paper cutters are why I came to work with Caterpillar in the first place. I met Jack at a show. I saw him at a couple of scrapbook shows. I used the paper cutter. I was like, hey, if you ever need help at the office, let me know. And timing worked out great, and I was able to come aboard. And they're the best things ever. So the paper cutters are fantastic. the crease scoring board, if you need a scoring board, is the best scorer out there because there's 2 ways to score on that. So we went over all of our paper cutting products yesterday. Was it yesterday?
Yeah, it was yesterday.
So you can watch that video again. It's living on our YouTube channel. They are the very, very best. We made some cards yesterday. It was so much fun. So go check that out. The best paper crafting tools anywhere. We have tote bags for everything as well. So 30% off paper crafting products, plus use your coupon code.
Yeah. Now here's my last thing. And I have, if you don't know this yet, we have a Facebook group called Caterpillar Creations Hub. Now, we mentioned it earlier today, and I said, if you go in and request to join our Facebook group, I will go in and approve you after the live, but I ended up doing it earlier. I think we've added like 50 more new people to our Facebook group. So if you haven't joined our Facebook group, this is a great place to be able to talk to us directly, find other people who are just like yourself that are using our products or crafting and creating. You'll get all the insights of like things that are coming up. We'll post it there. Any of the lives that Melody and I do together. So all of that will be there. So go join our Facebook group. We love that community over there that we've built. And I'm actually in there right now approving people. I keep getting notifications. So here's another one I'm approving. So, I mean, you guys, thank you for joining our group. We love seeing that.
No, that's so awesome. And everyone in the group, if I remember right, correct me if I'm wrong, but if I remember right, they got, like sneak peeks on all of our stuff that was happening for our event. We like posted it there first before we sent it out. So like it's a great little group to
you know what? I will go in this afternoon when we wrap up and I can take a little breather. I'll go in to the Facebook group and put all of these codes from our presenters and from Caterpillar from this event in that group so that you can have it all there too. So if you go join that Facebook group, you'll be able to see it.
Yes.
Yeah,
I appreciate.
Where should I?
Check your spam folder or your junk email folder first. Chances are that's where it is. If not, send me a quick email to melody@caterpillar.com, Melody with 2 E's, and I will help you out.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm trying to put her email on the screen so people can see it.
Yeah.
All
so the difference between the 2 cutters, I think that was the next question there, right? The difference between the 2 cutters, the way they cut, there is no difference at all. The only difference is the base. So the crop, which is the smaller one, is about 7 inches of a base and it has a swing out measuring arm. The Pro is about 15 by 15 by 15 and a half base. So it's a nice big solid base and has a little storage drawer. Other than that, they cut identically the same.
They both have a light.
They both have a light. The mechanisms are exactly the same.
And don't forget, all orders over $98 will ship for free.
Yes.
So go check that out. Now, you know, Melody, I know we're about to give away our big grand prize.
Yeah.
For the all-in sewing bundle. And I know they're excited.
We are.
But, you know, the last 2 days, we did 5 spin to wins. And today we've only done 4.
Well, I believe we should probably do, well, let's see. Guys, let us know. Put spin to win or spin in the comments. Let us know.
Spin in the chat.
Let us know. Put it in the chat. Let us know if we should do one more spin to win before we, because I don't want this to end. Like, this has been so much fun.
I know.
I don't want it to end.
I know. If we should spin, if we should not.
I think, put it in the comments. Listen, don't forget also, guys, like this all-in bundle is on sale today too. And it's never been on sale like it's been today. So
15% off the all-in bundle. Plus you can stack your March live code for another 15% or your VIP code that you got in your email inbox for an additional 20%. That is a deal we've never done. When Melody said it, I was like, that can't be right. So, again,
we're not going to talk about exactly what it is anymore because Nathan's in here now. So we went rogue a little bit. It's fine.
Here we're going to spin.
It's all fine. Okay, so Nathan's going to choose a winner from everyone that put spin, right? And Bethany's going to tell us what it's going to be.
Big money, big money. And a $50 gift card to put towards your cart. Perfect timing. $50 gift card.
Yes, so please send me an email to melody@caterpillar.com. Melody with 2 E's, and I will send you your gift card code.
Yes.
And the winner is?
I'm not picking it.
Nope, Nathan's picking it.
Jackie.
Jackie, yay. Jackie, please send me an email to melody@caterpillar.com and I will get you your gift card code. And if you've already placed your order, we'll put it towards that. So I don't want you to not have already placed your order. I want you to worry about that. We will take care of that. Send me an email. Because guys, I'm so sad. I don't want this to end. This is it, guys. This is the last day. Go clear out your carts, get your all-in bundles, get your products, get the specials. It's I don't want it to end.
All right. So we still have the big giveaway, right?
We do. And we want to answer any other questions first before we give away. So do you have any others that you had jotted down throughout the day, Bethany, that we need to answer?
Honestly, I not for Caterpillar. I just wanted to make sure that you guys know that if you missed anything from Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday of our live event, you can go to our YouTube channel and catch the replay of all of those. Yes. We are also doing lives. We do lives. Melody and I, we alternate or sometimes come together and do lives together every Friday. It's a craft along. It's a sew along. You never know what we're going to do every Friday here on our YouTube channel. So be sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel to get notifications of when we're going to go live. But if you're in a newsletter or if you're in our Creations Facebook group, our hub, then you'll get notifications over there about when we're going to go live. We post it everywhere on our socials, but we do a live every Friday. Now, Melody is also going to do a live next week on Tuesday, just to go over our new light boards that we launched this week. A full in-depth demonstration. It's a great time to ask questions about the new light boards, but if you have them, we're happy to answer them here as well. And that was kind of it for me. I wanted to make sure you guys knew about those things coming up next week because, you know, the fun doesn't end when this event ends.
Yes, yes. Okay, Lisa, thank you for throw in all the questions you guys have. Lisa, you can go to our website, go to caterpillar.com. Just search premium. If you type in premium into the search bar, both premiums will, well, everything that has the premium, the bundles that have the premium will show up. All the stuff will show up. But Nathan's showing you right now, if you do premium, it's right there. That is so it's right there on the left. That's the one that you want to look for. Because if you scroll down, it's not the premium 2 that you want. It's just the premium that you want.
Yeah, premium 2 is the new one.
Or you can search under light boards and you'll see all of the different light boards there as well. So you want to look for the Glow Premium. It's right there on the bottom, right there on the last one. So go get that. It's $30 off right now, guys. It's usually $230. It's $199. Plus you can use your March Live coupon code, or you can use your VIP coupon code if you signed up for that and you got that in your email. So go get that one. It's my favorite one. I've used it for so long now. The name of the Facebook group is Caterpillar Creations Hub.
Yeah.
It's there we go.
Go request to join and I'll approve it as soon as we're done.
You can just search that on Facebook and you'll find it. Yeah.
Yeah. Will the glass plate fit the green Caterpillar Glow light board?
Yes, for sure it will. So this is the green one. This is our original Glow Basic. And this will fit right on that lighted area.
There you go.
Look at that. It'll go right on there. Nathan, we flipped the camera. There it is, right there. See? Right on there. It's got the 3 levels of light. And this one, I'm just going to tell you a secret. This green one is a fantastic one. It's so great for like kids and stuff. It does have to be plugged in. It's got the different levels of light. We are almost out of stock on that one. So if you already have the board, the glass mat will fit on it, or the swivel will fit on it. Any of those items will fit on it, but there's a few left, but not a whole lot. So yes, the answer is yes, along with a lot of other word salad that I do.
Oh, well, hold on. There we go. Here's another question for us. On the Elite Mini Light Board, can you cut on this too? I didn't see it in the description. Susie, yes, you can. All of our light boards. All of our light boards come with a translucent cutting mat that goes right on top. All of them. It comes with it. You don't have, it's nothing extra. It's part of our light boards. So our light boards, you can use it with or without the cutting mat. But if you're going to cut, you need to have the cutting mat on top.
Yes. So, and the mat on the Glow Elite Mini is really great because it also goes, it goes to the edge of the board. So you've got the entire space. So you can use it like your trace pad right here. And then the cutting mat that comes with it covers the entire board and you can cut right on it. It's textured on the back, so it won't slip around. So you can use that. It also has internal magnetic plates. So it's hard to see that, but anyway, you can get the magnets. The magnets are separate, but you can get those as well. And you can use those to help hold your stuff down.
And Doris was the one who said she couldn't find her VIP code, but she did find it. She searched her inbox for the letters VIP, and she found it. And she's asking if the code is good for only this presentation. Doris, the code is good through Sunday. The code is good through Sunday. Let's see here. What other questions do we have? What is the main difference between the cutters? Great. The only difference between the cutters is the size. They work exactly the same. It's just how much space you want it to take up. That's it. That's the only difference. Is there a glass mat for the Mini Elite? There is not, but I would like all of you to email jack@caterpillar.com and let him know if you want one. Oh no, he's going to get bombarded. Because we get that question frequently. I get it all the time, and he is our product development manager. And so everyone send Jack an email, ask him, jack@caterpillar.com. Do that. Do the bundles with Glow Premium in them have the new version? I'm going to let Melody. That is a good question. There is a bundle that has the new version in it. It is called the bestseller bundle. It is called the new bestseller bundle. So make sure that in the description, it says new. That one has the new bundle because there is a bestseller bundle that includes the old one as well. That bundle is an additional $30 off if you want to get the older version, but go and find the new Glow Premium 2 bestsellers bundle. That one has the brand new one that has all the added features with the dual grip cutting mat, with the magnetic plates built in, with the 4 levels of light instead of 3, with the molded base, all of that stuff. So go to bundles. Nathan's going to show you. Go to bundles. Then scroll. You can see all the bundles new right there. Those are all the bundles that are on sale, you guys. New right there. The other one, the existing one is there as well, but make sure it says new in the title, and that's the one that has the new light board in it. The all-in bundle is also on that. The all-in bundle is also on that page, you guys. That's the one that we added the extra sneaky discount to that we didn't tell Nathan about. So surprise, Nathan. Surprise. The size of the light boards. The mini is about 9 by 12. The mini is about 9 by 12. This is it right here. And the other light boards. Yeah, let me grab the new one. This is the new one. So the other one is about 13 by 19. So the mini is about half the size of the either the premium, the basic, or the classic, or the premium 2. It's about half the size of that. So this is the mini. It's about 9 by 12. And then the medium size are about 13 by 19. They're both fantastic. They're both great. Probably you should get them all. Travel bag for the mini. Yeah, we got one. And it fits your mini flip and fold 36 in there as well. This is the travel bag for the mini. So it's double padded. You have this nice front pocket to add stuff to. When you open it up, this is the best thing because you can slide your Glow Mini in here on this side. I didn't unplug it, so I'm going to put it in this way. You slide the Glow Mini on this side. You can slide your mini flip and fold on the other side. And you can keep all of your mini stuff all together. And we have a mini travel bundle that includes all 3 pieces, guys. Yeah. So yes, there is a bag. I love this bundle so much. I think it's like a creation station on the go. It is because you have everything you need. Like you've got 5 sizes of cutting mats. You've got a light board with a cutting mat. You have extra storage pockets that you can put all of your other stuff in it. So the mini travel bundle is on sale at 5% off, but you can use your coupon code also March Live to get your 15% off. Or if you signed up to be a VIP, you have that code in your email. Here's another question. Is it safe to use steam when using the glass mat? So I'm going to answer this. It's yes. The short answer is yes. But what I will tell you is when you use steam on the mat, because it's not fabric, when you're ironing on an ironing board or a wool mat, they soak in that water, right? From the steam. Yeah. Because the glass mat doesn't have that, it could pool on there. It is safe to use, but you could get some water poolage on there. So be really careful when you're doing that. I wouldn't suggest doing steam for a super long time because you'll get a little puddle, but it'll dry. Like it's fine. It doesn't hurt anything. It's just water. Yeah. I just wanted to share this comment because Melody, this is just a sweet message from Melissa. It just means a lot to hear this kind of feedback from you all. And we appreciate all the feedback. Any ways that we can make this better for June, for the June event. But this just is just what I needed at the end of this crazy busy week. Yeah, I mean that right there, Bethany, makes me cry. That just makes me cry. That's so very sweet. Thank you guys for all joining us. Like that means the most to us.
So Nathan, we've got one more question right now, and then we're going to give away our grand prize. But then we're going to stick around and we're going to answer as many questions for as long as you guys want. We are not going to go around. So is the light board is cordless, correct? So I will let you know that there are 2 light boards that are cordless. They are not all cordless. There are 2 that are cordless. So the 2 that are cordless are the brand new Glow Premium 2. This one is cordless. Wow.
Yep.
And the original Glow Premium is cordless.
That's what makes them premium.
So these are the 2 that are cordless.
Yep.
The rest of, let me get this out of the way so we don't slip that away. So these are the 2 that are cordless. So it's the Glow Premium Original and the Glow Premium 2. Those are both cordless. They both will last for about 4 hours without the cord. The little light turns green when it's on high. Yes.
Yeah,
the light
4
turns
hours
green.
on the high setting.
Yes. So the original Glow Basic is the green one. This one has to be plugged in. The brand new Glow Classic has to be plugged in. The Glow Mini that I have inside here needs to be plugged in. And then the Glow Ultra, the biggest one, my favorite. It's under here. Let me get these out of the way.
All of them?
I got them all. I got them all right here. Oh, the Glow Ultra has to be plugged in. So if you want something cordless, it has to say premium. Yes.
Premium. That's what makes it premium. It's got a built-in rechargeable battery. As Melody said, they have different light settings. On the max light setting, it will last for up to 4 hours. But I mean, they're bright. They're bright.
They're so bright.
So bright. Considering the mini travel bundle, just to clarify, you get the cutting and ironing mat with the mini light board, plus you get the 30. So you get the tote bag, the carry bag that you see there. You get the mini 36 flip and fold, and you get the mini elite board, and the mini elite comes with a translucent cutting mat. So those are the 3 things that you get.
These are the 3 things in the travel bundle. So you get your tote bag to store everything and carry everything, your mini flip and fold, and your mini light board. These are the 3 things. No glass included in this one. We don't, again, if you guys want a mini glass, send an email to jack@caterpillar.com and ask him. But this is what's in the mini travel bundle.
Okay, well, this is exciting. She said her all-in sewing bundle is coming today.
Yay!
Congratulations.
Okay.
That's exciting.
Nathan's going to continue to find all of your questions, so keep asking those questions. And
we've got a VIP winner who is about to win the all-in sewing bundle.
Let's tell them one more time what's in the all-in sewing bundle, just in case you don't win, because you know you're going to want to get it because it's so great. So our grand prize, it includes our Glow Ultra, which is our biggest 19 by 26 light board.
The biggest light board.
Huh? The mega one.
The biggest light board, like that we have.
No, the cutting mat comes with it. You get the cutting mat with it. That's textured on the back so it doesn't slip around. You get the glass mat you can iron on. You get the rotating mat that so you can rotate. You can use it on top of the light as well. You get the Glow Mini as well. I'm making a stack, guys. Look at my pile. You get the Glow Mini also. You get the Flip and Fold 48.
The big one.
Which is the big one. You also get the metal plates so that you can make your Glow Ultra magnetized. And you also get, I stuck them somewhere so I wouldn't drop them. I keep dropping them. You get the 2 of the magnets. But you know what else you can do with these? I don't know if we've mentioned this. Like,
you
guys,
can put them on your cutting mat.
Make your Flip and Fold magnetized too.
Yeah.
So this is the all-in bundle. This is everything that you need. So
you ready?
We're going to announce a winner.
I've got a winner. I've got a winner from our VIP list. This is our grand prize winner for our Caterpillar All-In Sewing Bundle. And congratulations to Deborah Atchison of Prosper, Texas.
Deborah. Oh my gosh. Deborah.
All you had to do was register for VIP.
All you have to do is register for VIP and it's free. Like, oh my gosh. Deborah gets everything now. All the best things.
No,
yay.
She is the envy of the party right now. But Deborah, congratulations. You are set up to do all the crafty things that you learned in our 3-day virtual event and so much more. And we are so happy for you. So we'll get that sent out to you. Man.
I think we had a couple more questions. I saw a question in there that I would love to answer. They asked the difference between the original premium and the new premium. So I'm going to get all of this all-in sewing bundle out of the way and I will show you.
By the way, everybody is so proud and excited for all of our winners. I mean, I love to see that, whether we've done a VIP winner or we've done a spin to win winner. I mean, everybody's cheering all the winners on. I just love to see that. You guys are so supportive of everybody.
I love that so much.
I love this community. Misty said we spelled her name wrong. Misty Deborah.
Sorry, Misty. We'll work on that. We'll work on that for next time. We'll work on that. Thank you for reminding us. We'll work on that.
I love it.
Okay, so let me show you this. These are our 2 premium light boards. So neither of them are plugged in. Yeah, while we're doing this, if you have any other questions, keep popping them in because Nathan's keeping track of that. So they are the exact same. I'm going to tell you how they're the same first, and then I'll tell you the differences, okay? So first of all, they're both rechargeable. They have a battery in there. So they do not have to be plugged in. The batteries last about 4 hours. They're the same size. The boards are 13 by 19. The lighted area is about 11 by 16 and a half. It's just like 11 and a half by 16 and a half ish. So that's how they're the same. So the difference in them is the new premium has 4 levels of light. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. And off. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then off. The current premium has 3. So 1, 2, 3. So the new premium is a bit brighter and it has that extra level of light. So that's how they're different to start with. Let me get them off so that we don't. The other thing that's different about this is the mat that comes with it covers the entire board. So it's bigger. So when you're cutting, you don't have to worry so much about stopping. Not that it hurts the board. I've cut on mine a billion times, guys, and I've hit the board a lot and it's super durable. So it's totally fine. But this covers the entire board. They both of the mats are textured on the bottom, and both of those keep your mat from sliding around when you're doing the cutting. The new one has a dual grip, so it also has texture on the top, and that keeps your fabric from slipping when you're cutting. So that will help hold your fabric in place while you're doing your cutting. So, and then the other thing is it's built differently. So the base of this is built more like an iPad. So you've got it molds around, like it's molded all the way around the edges, where this one is laminated acrylic. And so it's a little bit different that way. It's a little sturdier. Although this one is great. I don't want to say this is bad because it's awesome, but it's a little bit sturdier and it kind of holds on to that a little better. The other thing that about the new one is it already has built-in magnetic plates. I had my little thing. There are magnetic plates already built into it. So it is magnetized all throughout the board. So whereas the other one, you need to add the magnetic plates if you want that board to be magnetized. So this has little magnetic plates stuck to the back of it. So these are a separate item. You get 6 of them in a pack. So you can make your other mat magnetic if you want to, but this one already has those built in. So that is the samesies and differences. So the magnet holds through. The thing that they're so great, it holds through the board. It'll hold through your cutting mat. It'll hold your fabric down. The magnets are super duper strong. They're available on our website as well. You get a set of 2 of those, and you can add those and you can make. So hi, Doris. So it would fit. The question you can all see, but the question is, can you get the newer mat for the older boards, and would they fit? They would fit, but we don't yet have them available. We weren't going to launch this yet, but we received the new boards at the end of the week last week. And so we decided to launch them for our event. So they will be available at some point separately, but right now, not. So those are the 2 differences in the boards. And guys, if you're looking at the Glow Basic and the Glow Classic, same thing. Other than those have to always be plugged in. Those are the same with the difference between the Basic and the Classic. So those are all the new options. So yes. So go empty your carts, guys. This event's almost over. Go buy all of the things. It's time to check out. We're almost to the end. Go get your stuff. Add all these things to your cart. Get these extra discounts, you guys, because this doesn't come on very often. So
Biscuit's been hanging out back here with me, and she just had to pop on and say hi. And thank you guys for tuning in with us. If you have any more questions, we're happy to answer them. But she's my little cheerleader and supporter when we do events or do lives. I saw Brett commented and said he will be tuning in next week for our live. So we're excited to see you guys next week. And and hang out with us. And
yeah, Jackie just asked if the new light boards fit in the glow tote. Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do. Keep asking any question you guys have. And Biscuit, thank you for joining us again.
She's our little mascot that says, go get all your new Caterpillar tools to do all the crafty things.
Yeah,
she's a
put
big
the stuff in the
supporter of
cart, guys. Now's the time. The events, I don't want it to end.
Everybody needs a fur baby that supports their crafty habits.
Yes. Yes.
Caterpillar has all the things I never knew I needed. Deborah, that couldn't be more true.
I agree that. And Heidi, yeah, so glad you saw that the lights were rechargeable as well. Like you have an option. Like if you don't need the rechargeable battery, that's fine. We have them both ways, which I think is so fantastic because you can get so many different sizes, so many different versions, or that all-in bundle. So you can get lots of them all at once for an extra discount. Do that too.
Oh, Bethany, I love your sweatshirt. Thank you, Lori. You did say you were working on a tutorial for it. Yeah, the sweatshirt that I wore on day one on Wednesday, there's a tutorial on my YouTube channel for the block on the front, but then I'm coming out with a tutorial for the quilted sleeves, and that hopefully will be on my YouTube channel next week. And my YouTube channel is Craft with Bethany. Pretty straightforward. Yep. So go subscribe to that if you want to check out that tutorial. But thank you for that. That was all made with poppy cotton fabric, and it's the same fat quarter bundle that they gave away on Wednesday. The Home Sweet Home bundle. Their fabrics are lovely. So if you haven't had a chance to go watch that replay and check out poppy cotton fabrics, you really should. My craft room is Caterpillar green, and it's such a happy, cheerful space. So is Melody's studio right now, Caterpillar green.
We're Caterpillar green here too. That's so great. It is a fun, happy, cheery color. It is pretty great.
I'm so glad you learned a lot. Thank you.
I'm trying to drag this out because I really don't want this all to end.
I know. Why aren't the magnets included in the new premium bundle if the board has magnets built in? Barbara, good question.
Barbara, if you would like to know the truth, if you would like to know the truth on that, it's because it's my fault. But if you add the bundles or if you add the magnets to your cart with the bundles, you're going to get the 15% off coupon code too, which is same diff, really. Because if we had added it to it, like it's negligible if it wasn't in the bundle. But you're right, Barbara, you're right for sure. But add these to your cart because you're still getting 15% off on these. So like everything Caterpillar is on sale if you use your coupon code. Everything is. So I think you should get 2 sets because then you can use 4 corners or in, whatever, wherever you need them. But yeah, do we have a date for June yet?
We do.
Okay.
June 18th, 19th, and 20th is the current schedule and date. And I'll be planning out all of that coming up very soon. So if you join our Facebook group, Caterpillar Creations Hub, and you say, Bethany, I want to hear from so-and-so educator or so-and-so brand, you just got to let me know and I can reach out to them and make the ask to see if they want to participate. So don't hesitate. Put in an order today and paid. Can I still add to my order for shipping?
Chris, if you will email me your order number, I will check. Our shippers are pretty fast. If it hasn't processed yet, I can send me an email to melody@caterpillar.com with your order number and I will look. We'll see what we can do. If not, if you wanted to add something to it, if it needs to ship separately, we can work something out. But send me an email.
Melody's inbox is going to be outrageous.
My what? My inbox has been outrageous this week. It's been a little crazy. Like I said, the whole plan was for me to join part of it and work the other times, but I've just been watching the whole time. So I haven't really been working.
And I've been in the background the whole time too. It's been so much fun.
Yeah.
I have the Ultra, which does not have the magnets on them. No, but we have the plates. So you can get a 6-pack of these magnetic plates and put them on the back of your Ultra. And if you want, because the Ultra is so big, you may want to get 2 of these 6-packs and really fill up the back of your Ultra. And then those magnets can kind of go anywhere. So
yes.
They are fast. I already got a shipping notice. Awesome.
Yes, Edie said the same thing. Hers is already shipped. I'm telling you, our shippers are really fast. So I'll try to add stuff. I've had a couple of people like send emails and we've tried to add stuff and we've tried to move stuff around. And sometimes I can catch them and sometimes I can't. It just depends on how quick they go. So Linda, thank you so much for purchasing that all-in bundle. I'm telling you guys, it's the best deal. It's if you want to deck your studio, your craft room, your sewing room out in Caterpillar products and have all the things that you might need with the light and the rotating and the flip and fold and the big one and the little one, all the stuff.
I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Yes.
Y'all should be called the Rogue Warriors.
Nathan's in here. Shh, don't tell. We are
Will the
going
name
rogue.
be the same? The Handmade Collective. Yes. So what I did when I created this whole idea is I wanted to brand it as an event that will repeat itself. So it'll always be the Handmade Collective virtual event. It may or may not always be 3 days. We're going to stick to 3 days for right now, but we may go longer if we get more people that want to participate in the event. But the Handmade Collective is the branding for the event. So every time you see something like that pop up, you know exactly what you're signing up for. So we're excited about it. I sent my email for the gift card, wondering if I could use it for an order this time. Yeah, Jackie,
Yep.
Melody.
As soon as we're done here, I'll go get your gift card code and email it back to you as soon as we're done. So yes, you can use it right now because we need you to like things almost done. I don't want it to be done, but it's almost done. So you got to go like get all the stuff that you've been adding to your cart all week.
Biscuit's now sitting by the door. I think she might need to go to the outside.
She's like,
she's been hanging in here the whole time.
You told me it was going to be done. So that's so great. You guys, thank you.
Here. It says, Louise says, I'm a newbie here, experienced sewer, but new to quilting. Just completed my first. Looking to order the mini bundle. Great.
Oh, that's awesome.
All of these tools are great for quilting, but they're great for all different types of sewing and crafting. Yes. Misty says, I need to get one of everything. That's that all-in bundle, to be honest. And we have the
kind of is
for crafting bundle too. So it really is the best way. Is there a carrying case for the all-in sewing bundle included?
So it is not included. It is, we do have one. It's not, it's on the photo, but the photo was an accident. It's not, but we have one. So if you want a carrying case for all the things, it's called the Ultra Tote, and that will hold all of your all-in bundle stuff.
Yeah, it'll hold the biggest Ultra plus all the other things that come in that bundle. So if you want to add a tote when you add that bundle, that's the tote to get the big silver one.
That's the one.
I just ordered a gift from my BFF. So excited to see what she makes. I love to hear that, Tanya. What a supportive friend for a crafty friend. I love that.
That's excellent. Yeah.
I need friends. Tanya, do you need a new friend? I'd like to be your friend.
I could use a friend. Friends are good. I'm down with that.
That supports my crafty habits.
Yeah.
This was perfect in the right amount of presenters. Thank you for that feedback. I know I gave you guys a lot of information, and some people were saying my mind is already blown after like the first presenter on day one. So I told you we were going to jam pack a lot into it, but I'm glad that you liked the pace and the little breaks and everything.
Yep. Time to shop now, everybody. Time to shop now. Make sure you use your coupon codes. There's a bunch of stuff. We went through them. This video will live on our YouTube channel, so you can check it out again. There's a bunch of stuff that's on sale already on our website. You can also use your March live coupon code to get an extra 15% off of what's ever on sale. Or if you signed up as a VIP, you got a coupon code in your email. You could use that one instead of the March live and get a 20% off instead.
I'm waving my light because Deborah said she's buying flex lights for all of her sewing and crafting friends, which again, another supportive friend. I love it. I love it.
We're using our lights for the Backstreet Boys this summer.
The concert. Yes. Yep. It's a concert light. I believe it was Susie. She said, I think you guys just ran the amazing race. Susie, I think we did.
I think we feel like it a little bit. I think we do, but it's been so fun.
Oh, but it's been
totally fun. Yes.
That's my first time.
I'm so glad you found us, Kathy.
Thank you. Be sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and there's a little bell on the YouTube channel. So if you click that, you'll get notified in your YouTube notifications every time we go live or post a new tutorial. It'll all be there for you. We do lives every week. Craft alongs, sew alongs, you name it, we do it. We have 2 lives next week. If you're not subscribed to our email newsletter, one thing we started doing with our marketing is every Monday, I send you guys an email that says, what's happening at Caterpillar this week? And it literally gives you a list of everything. Any new discounts or deals we have going on, any new products, any lives that we're doing, any events we're going to be at. It's like a little checklist of what do I want to do with Caterpillar this week? And it's every Monday. Yep. And so if you're subscribed to our newsletter, you'll get that. And Deb says, will there be an after party if it involves a margarita and a nap? I'm here
We
for
need
it.
margaritas and a nap, then yes. Nathan said there's another one we want to answer
I
quick.
think this is one to think about. Is it a traveling thing you want?
So
Is it
listen.
something for retreats or home, or is it something permanent? I would say.
I understand about, well, first of all, I understand having to try to decide. First of all, you can get everything and we won't be mad. Second of all, what I want you to think about is, what do you think you need it for? Do you have a nice space at home where you can just keep everything sitting out all the time? The Ultra is perfect for that. If you want it for going to classes or traveling a lot, the mini travel bundle is fantastic for that. If you really want to be able to like sit in front of the TV and not be tethered to the wall, have a flexible space to work in, the premiums are great for that.
To go for this. Yeah.
Or if you want to have a stationary thing at your house, but you don't quite have the space for the Ultra, either the basic or the classic are the ones for that. And of course, there are tote bags for all of the sizes that you guys can get. The glass mat fits on all of them except the mini. Email Jack. If you want a glass for the mini, email Jack at cutterpillar.com.
And at the end of the day, you really can't make a bad choice. And you've probably seen from the chat today that there's a lot of people that don't just own one of our light boards. They get one and they love it. And so then they get a different one for a different purpose. And you'll kind of figure that out. So no matter where you start, you're going to be happy with it. And then you'll kind of go, okay, well, now I've got my travel one. I want a little bit bigger one for my sewing station or my crafting station.
Yeah.
So it's okay. Just start and you won't be disappointed. Do the light boards store okay standing up?
Yes.
Mine are standing up back here and over there.
They're all standing up here. They're all standing up here behind my table. So yeah, I do it that way all the time. I have mine in my tote bag, standing up in my closet, kind of leaning against the side that I grab it out when I need it. So in the tote especially, but yes, they can store standing up. They're totally fine to do that. Yes. All right.
Great questions.
Thank you guys for all of your questions. We really appreciate it. We really want to help with whatever questions you guys have. You can always email us at support@cutterpillar.com if you have any other questions as well.
Yeah.
And like, just thank you. Like, I don't even know. Thank you so much.
What is Jack's email? I have a question for him.
Jack@cutterpillar.com.
We're just going to throw out, we are not held responsible for any emails.
No, just don't tell him we sent you. That's all. Just don't tell him we sent you. Yes, make sure it's Cutterpillar with an AR.com. If you're emailing Jack at cutterpillar.ar.com. But yes.
Okay, so deals from the past 3 days. If you go to our website, Nathan, can you pull up our website real quick? I'm going to walk you through this. All right, go to the education tab at the top. And there is a blog section. When you click on education, there's blogs. Okay. Now, this is where you're going to see a blog for every single presenter that presented this week. So you'll see all of them from, you'll just kind of go through. There's one for the 3 days. There's one for Missy. There's one for Rona. There's one for Poppy Cotton with Gina. And there's probably some on the second page. So just kind of scroll through their own order as they presented from Wednesday to today. There's Christine, there's Sue, there's the Sewing Bees. Remember, if you want to go donate to the Sewing Bees, you can. If you click on the number 2, you'll see the rest of them from today. And in each of those blogs, any social links, websites, there's Michelle and Legit Kits. If you see in those blogs, anything that they provided to us, I linked. So there's a link to their website. There's a link to their socials. There's a link to any digital downloads that they provided. There's information about their discount codes in there. Everything is there. So if you ever have, that's what they donated for the giveaways, which is awesome. So yeah, it's all there. There's the discount code right there. Cutterpillar, 10% off anything on Legit Kits. It ends at the end of the month. So yeah, everything can be found in those blogs. So I just wanted you to see that that's where you can find it for each individual presenter. So great question. How to join the Facebook group? Go to Facebook and search for Caterpillar Creations Hub. Caterpillar Creations Hub. I'll hop on there as soon as we end the live, and I will start approving more people. I've gotten so many notifications. Karen, I just saw yours. I'm going to approve it.
I'm going to go in and put another blog that has all of the Caterpillar discounts as well. Perfect. So that you can find there also at the blog.
We did that in the 3-day one, so double check.
Okay.
Before we do it. But, Gwen, I just approved you. Pam, I just approved you. Pam Johnson, Karen, you guys are all now in the Facebook group, so thank you. Be sure you're selecting Caterpillar Creations Hub not our Caterpillar affiliate group unless you are one of our affiliates. So
Bethany, are you too young to have watched Romper Room?
Yes. Well, I don't know if I'm too young. I'm not familiar with it. I didn't watch a lot of TV growing up.
I used to watch it when I was a kid. That's what it reminded me of, because Miss Julie would hold the mirror up and say, I see Bethany, I see Nathan, I see whoever. And I waited with bated breath for my name to pop up, and it never did. Same as with I never got a magnet. So when you were calling all their names, that sort of threw me back to my childhood. That was beautiful. I love that.
All right, guys. You know that funny meme from when Oprah used to do her big shows, and she's like, and you get a car, and you get a car. I sent it to the group chat for our company the other day because I was like, this spinny wheel, I feel like Oprah, just handing out all the things. It's been so much fun.
Yes, so Miss Judy. Fun. Yes. I loved Romper Room. We watched it. I loved it. It was so fun.
Who said that was a Utah thing?
No, I don't think it was a Utah thing. It was a national thing. I think it was, if I remember right, I'm getting kind of old, but I think it was Saturday mornings.
I don't remember.
And Miss Judy, is it Judy or Julie? I don't remember, but she used to hold this little mirror that didn't have a thing in it. And she would say that she, thank you, Bethany. Thank you, Nathan. Thank you, Brett. Thank you. And they never said my name. Never. I cried. Like they never did. They never said, Melody, I see you. Never, ever.
That's too funny.
I think I need some therapy, guys.
From that TV show.
I need to go back. I haven't been in a while. It's time to go back. I appreciate it. Yep.
Thanks
goodness. Yeah.
Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. This has been the best time. Thank you, Melody, for being here and helping me out with so much of this. Thank you to Jack, who came on here. Thank you to Nathan. There was people behind the scenes. Thank you to all of our amazing presenters. I mean, you guys are saying you guys loved our presenters, and I'm so grateful that you did. I'm just a little emotional. This has been so much fun to see all of this hard work come out and work so well. And I just appreciate you guys being here and spending this much time with us. This was a lot of time to hang out with us, and we're so grateful for that.
Yes,
so
it was amazing. And we're going to do it all again in June, you guys. So be ready. Here we go.
And if you didn't get enough of us this week, we'll be back next week for 2 more lives.
Yep. We'll see you all again soon.
All right.
Thank you guys so very much.
Thank you guys. Have a good weekend.